shit. Yeah. Is he plugging in a charger? Yes, I am. This is all for your enjoyment.
Alrighty, we will be going live here in a minute. Sorry for the delay, but shit got real. We're making improvements to this bitch. Let's see, all notes right there.
I'm buying bottles for when I come over here. Just because then I can do this.
Yeah, that'd be smart actually. If I was smart,
I can grab some this week.
God.
Decide if you like that or not, and I'll just fucking grab a
It's not bad. I mean,
couple 6-packs of the bottles they carry.
it's not bad actually.
Oh my god, dude, this is so much better. Everything about this situation is a million times better than it was before.
Yeah.
We have fucking air movement. I've got an actual chair like a grown up.
I just wonder how bad the. I can filter most of it out, probably. Fuck it.
I was gonna say check it. We can try it on a lower setting.
You can text her and tell her we're technically live. We are technically rolling right now.
You got it, boss.
I ain't got time.
Oh,
She's
la 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 la.
The researcher's at work, so she will not be.
Oh, evidence in Mexico serial killer's house suggests 17 victims.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, and apparently, when UC football starts, she's getting free tickets on the 40-yard line.
Huh.
Yeah.
I used to have season tickets.
Yeah, I didn't even know they did that.
Scott and Shonda do. I bought one of their for a year. I bought their extra. She's here. Oh, we are starting to load up now. Emma's here. Our UK
Ems, hello Ems.
Patreon. The Patreon is coming in strong tonight.
Hello Puppet, how you doing?
We're going to get started here momentarily.
Yo, did you see speaking of fucking the across overseas? This doesn't need to be on the show or anything, but like,
well, too late.
Did you
it's
see
on.
that? Well, no, I mean like after the intro. Did you see that fucking dude in the UEFA tournament collapsed on field? They gave him CPR.
No shit,
dude. His whole team, like they did the, you know how they do the wall around somebody when they get hurt. They're doing the wall, like looking back, covering their face, crying. His
no shit.
wife or partner or whatever was just fucking losing her shit at the corner of the field.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they stopped the game for like 45 minutes and then they called it. Or no, they stopped the game for like 15 minutes before they got him off the field, and then they called it, and then they got the teams together, and they were like, yeah, no, let's fucking finish. And they just put somebody in his stead. Which I was like, I mean, as somebody who played sports, I would, if I was that guy, I would have been like, yeah, fuck that, go play.
Right. Yep. Maggie's also here.
Hello, Megs.
The UK is coming in. But why did we drop in our ranking?
I don't know. It's because they're not doing their job. They're not telling their friends about us.
I know. Tonight
Head down to the pub, tell your mates, watch the fucking pod. And if they don't want to, fuck off, yeah?
Gonzo's in the house.
Oh, fuck.
That shit's going to get real
Gonzo
now.
and the Heezy. Can anybody see that I can move now? I have a fucking actual chair.
And
I'm so excited.
That's why we were late. It's hot as fuck in this place. We had some fans.
Dude, it's
up.
fucking fantastic
it's right now. You guys that are listening, how bad is can you guys hear the fans running? Let me know. I can filter it out when I do the actual audio podcast feed, but you guys probably just going to have to deal with the fan noise because we were sweating our nuts
hot.
off. Okay, we are going to get started tonight. We are talking serial killer. We're doing serial killer true crime.
Yes,
because we love us some serial killers.
She said.
Okay.
Emma said she can hear it a little bit.
Okay. All right. As long as it's not
I can live with that for now.
Because we could actually probably turn that fan.
You want me to turn it down?
You want to turn it down one notch? Because I'm getting fucking hit hard.
Yeah, like it's fucking fantastic.
I mean, my nipples are a little.
That's why we need bottles.
My nipples are a little hard from the sweat. Now it's cooling off.
Still feel it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wait, I can already tell you. It's
I'm good.
Oh, I'd be surprised if they can even hear it now.
Yeah, you don't. Brianne, you don't want to upset the customers. Because that's dedication. Watch them while they're she's working.
You're fucking right.
You're not getting fired. All right.
I know everybody came to work last night for the night shift, and they were like, "Are you listening to yourself?" I was like, "Fuck you! Athletes watch game film. I listen to the podcast."
Well, I have an excuse. I have to listen because I have to edit.
Well, holy shit! Did I peak at that one point when I was like,
Oh,
"We're
yeah.
getting into the nasty."
Did you
gritty stuff.
listen to the audio of it?
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah, I can tell you bumped it, didn't you?
I say I always bump it up a little bit because I record technically pretty low.
Well, did you bump it more than normal?
No. It's just where you.
Oh, because that's weird because I noticed because that's the easiest way for me is in my car.
Yeah.
Because
Does
I
it
listen
seem a
to
little
like,
louder.
Yeah,
I really didn't.
was good for me
I really didn't. I didn't really.
because our voices actually do a pretty good job of overheating my.
I just
my
keep
amp.
Because basically I noise reduction it, compress it, EQ it, and then
Finger it.
Finger it, and rub around the areolas a little bit while I'm doing it.
Whew, areola.
But
Gonzo gets it.
This is the wrong freaking show. This is a family-friendly show.
The fuck it is.
But then once I get that done and I limit it a little bit to kind of level it out.
Oh yes, the Pig Farm Killer, Gonzo. This is a fucking good one.
This is a good one.
I literally have a dozen pages of handwritten notes for you guys.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I like actually sitting and like I said, we've talked about it. It's like it kind of like imprints on my mind when I sit and write it out.
Here's the way I have to do this. I generally how I do it, and then I put it in a document because I can't read my fucking handwriting.
Mine's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I've gotten so used to it over the years. I think it's because I'm Asian. My
Alrighty.
hands just automatically want to write in characters.
Let's switch over here. Switch to full screen. Get us in all our fucking glory. All right, we ready to get this party started? My shirt is wet.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like I just.
Well, because we were fucking. In case anybody was wondering, yes, A, it's hot in here. B, we were fucking scooting and booting when I got here.
Yeah.
Because I had to assemble a chair. We assembled a fan. That's really about it.
But
well,
still.
then Phil, we now have a train of fans coming from the AC unit.
Not the trains I like, but
Oh my.
Oh, baby. I keep thinking today's Thursday. My bad.
It's still us. You think anybody tunes in here and they're like, a nice, clean,
Wholesome.
non-explicit, family-friendly podcast.
We're as clean as you fucking get.
Go fuck yourselves.
All right, let's play the intro and get this. You ready to get started?
Do it.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 131 of Ghosts in the Night, a Hauntings and Paranormal podcast. Tonight, we're doing murder porn just for you ladies.
Spanish? 131.
Okay.
I believe.
Go next door.
What? I took Spanish.
I
I'm
didn't.
from Texas.
But tonight's for the ladies.
What's up, girl?
We're doing true crime. We know how all of you love your true crime and
What
murder.
your name is? Do you like balloons? Have you ever been to a motel?
Yes, Gonzo, we did get the fans.
We got two. Actually,
Got
I
two.
bought one.
I bought one this morning. He brought one too.
We did not talk about this, but I'm fucking pretty glad that we got two because it worked out pretty well so
Pretty
far.
well.
It's actually like perfectly acceptable in here
Yeah,
for me.
I mean, I can deal with it. I got a nice little breeze going.
Yeah, and
We're good. Before we get started with tonight's episode, like I said, it's true crime. We are doing the Pig Farm Killer, Canada's most notorious.
Robert William Picton or William Robert
Big Willie.
Picton, some shit like that.
Big Willie.
Big Willie style.
Big Willie style.
Getting jiggy with it. Na, 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 na.
He's getting piggy with it.
Getting piggy with it. That's what we should have fucking named this episode.
Damn it.
God damn it, man. This
Hold
is
up.
why we need to have this meeting. It's just like the little sperm aid. I'm so,
That was that. I love that one.
I'm so glad that
Because
one
I had something different. What did I?
mermaid rape or something
Yeah,
like that.
mermaid rapist or something like
Because as
that.
soon as you said that, I was like, I don't know if they're going to allow that on social sites.
But before we get started with the Pig Farm Killer, let's give we have no shout outs, no new Patreons. Mags did do a comment, which
Hello, Megs.
and
some other guy that I haven't heard of, Rick something. I won't say his last name. I know what it was, but if you really want to know, just go fucking look the
but
comment.
Mags did. She kind of enlightened us
She did. She
about-
dropped some knowledge.
about tonight, and that is not useless. What the? Welcome to the show, Fly. Mags, we're always up to be educated. That is
Yeah.
not useless knowledge.
I actually really enjoyed the other guy's comment. Did you see it? It was after Mags.
Dumb and
He was like, I
Dumb.
fucking love this podcast. They're
Dumb.
both dumb and informative.
yeah, dumb and informative.
So me being me, I had to reply. I said, I accept that.
I think you should.
I almost, part of me wanted to be a dick and be like, how the fuck can we be dumb and informative, you asshole?
That's how fucking talented we are. But before we get started,
See, I always go fucking too far in my head with replies because I wanted to be like, hey, fuck you. We have a combined IQ of 64 and 16/8.
16/8. Yes. For those of you loyal listeners and everybody that is in the comment section are loyal listeners.
Thank you. Love
We
you.
love
Oh,
you guys.
shit. Yeah, I need to go ahead.
We didn't do
I didn't do
Anyway.
dude, I didn't do Instagram. I didn't nothing.
Thursday's episodes. We have been talking about this forever. Thursdays is going to be its own podcast, have its own YouTube channel.
It's like yeah, like literally
We actually
it's about to go live. We just
actually
don't
the
have any
YouTube channel's
content on it.
live. You can find
So
it.
go over after he tells you what it is and subscribe to that so that we might potentially go ahead. You're the smart
Next Thursday's episode will still be on this feed. But it will be. I will post the video or clips because I think "Are We Canceled Yet?" like you guys know, is the name of the new podcast. Which,
guy. Oh damn, we should have loaded up that thumbnail to show them.
I
like that thumbnail.
theoretically I can. I will if once I get this done. I'll start talking.
I was gonna say yeah. If you want to fuck with it while I start, I
Yeah.
can because we both know.
And I'll have it up for the end. Well, we'll see. Anyway, it's "Are We Canceled Yet?" Just be sure to head on over to YouTube after we're done here tonight and subscribe to that too. But like I said, we will be going live Thursday on the Ghost in the Night stream. But the following Thursday will be the first live stream for "Are We Canceled Yet?" And there will be no Ghost in the Night on Thursdays. And the actual audio podcast feed will be ready for Friday. So just like how we do these episodes, we record them live and then post them up to the audio portions of the internet, like your Apple Podcasts and shit.
Which is when you uninformed plebs hear us talk about the RSS feed. That's what the RSS
Yes.
feed. I didn't know what the fuck that was until you started saying it.
Yes. Well, it's just basically just so Apple and Stitcher and all them can
Right.
read your they use your RSS feed. It's just the feed. So once again, Thursdays come back here.
I
But-
apologize for being on my phone right now, but
That's all right.
I try to send out like Instagram and shit like that before we start. And I mean, we're already fucking late because I was over there putting the wrong fucking armrest on the wrong side of the goddamn chair.
We're mentally slow. That's okay though.
Good save.
I know. I was gonna say it. If it was Thursday, I would have just went ahead and said it. So like I said, "Are We Canceled Yet?" officially starts Thursday. We'll be on this feed Thursday night, and then after that, we're going to the actual channel for "Are We Canceled Yet?"
Yeah.
So be sure to come on over there and check us out on Thursday night because Thursday's all about you guys. It's mostly interacting with you guys anyway.
Yes.
So
Mostly exclusively you guys.
you must come. Okay.
Oh, that's my ex.
Okay. Well,
Exes.
X's. I have no new news. Oh, let's see. Yeah, no new news in my life other than somebody tried to hack me again, but I caught the little motherfuckers this
Fucking
time.
whores.
Fucking whores. Tonight we are talking about the pig farm killer, Robert William Big Willie Picton.
Oh, he's got several nicknames.
Big Willie. He was born on October 24th of the year
1949.
of our Lord, 1949.
See, that's why I like to write mine out because most of it I just hold on to after that.
Right. He is Canada's most famous, probably, and most notorious and most deadly serial killer who was convicted in 2007 of second-degree murder of 6 women. Now, this gets interesting.
All right, let's get this Instagram.
Behind the scenes, you guys are getting behind the scenes. Do I need to bring? No, we've got 2 fans running. We're good. I'm feeling really good right now.
Motherfucker.
Thank you, though, Brienne, for
Again. Why is it? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck the Instagram.
But he's actually convicted of 6. He
I can put it on the story.
You can do that. He was accused of 21, but didn't he actually admit to doing like 49 or 50?
49.
49.
He said he wanted to hit 50, but
He wanted to be the Floyd Mayweather of serial killers.
They said that. They said the same shit on Brohio, man. He was going after that Mayweather record.
Hit 50 and be done, and then
God.
maybe next year he'll fight Logan Paul.
You guys want to know how much we suck?
How much do we suck?
At Instagram, I just posted something to our story introducing your stories archive. Have you ever done a story?
I've never done a story.
Well, now we've done a story. I don't give a shit about the settings right now.
I've never done a story.
We're official. It's official, like the Highlander from Goon.
The Brienne says she'll come over and fan us like the Egyptian.
Walk like Egyptians.
Oh, yes, but he killed 6. He got accused of, or actually convicted of 6. So, but let's see, where am I? He was a subject of a lengthy investigation, and he kind of got lucky. He was kind of an idiot, but he didn't.
A little bit, yeah.
He really didn't give a fuck. Almost, it sounded to me like.
Did you see what Pitcher said? She said, "Do I need to bring my fan over?" And he said, "Is that why you're so breezy? Go fuck yourself. Come on, you can do better than that." I fucking hate my friends.
Yes, I have a Cobra Kai T-shirt on.
Goddamn right. Strike first.
Which
strike hard.
I'm serious.
No mercy.
I've said this. Here's for all you kids who want to fight. If you fight, that's bullshit. You throw the first punch. That's the first.
You're usually gonna win.
Make
it count.
You know how when I was a kid, people said, you'll hear somebody say, "Throw the first punch."
Yeah.
Bullshit. If you say that, that's a first class ticket and an ass whipping. You strike first and strike hard.
I don't know. That's why I love being so good at talking shit. I mean, I don't anymore because I'm fucking 31 years old and I'm over that shit. I don't want to do all that dumb young kid shit. But
I have my moments.
The beauty of it is, I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but I can piss people off really well. And in the state of Ohio, if I get hit by your spit, I can say you spit on me and you assaulted me legally, and I am allowed to take off on you. So all you gotta do is get somebody to get in your face and be like, "You motherfucker."
Those plosives.
Oh man. So anyway, yeah, we're talking about my favorite nickname for this piece of shit, Pork Chop Rob. That's such a good
Pork
name.
Chop Rob.
Dude, it came up when I searched him.
Let's see.
Counts.
From what I read, I mean, you got more about his younger life. I just know his parents were fucked up.
Oh yeah.
He had a sister.
Yeah.
Sent her away, which.
Well, they said that. Yeah, they sent her away because they said they didn't think a pig farm was a acceptable place to raise a young lady.
But these crazy motherfuckers would let the pigs go through the house too.
I mean, why not?
Oh, pigs are fucking disgusting.
Where is all
they're
this
delicious and yummy, but they're fucking disgusting.
Dude, I'm gonna fill this fucking whole notebook up sooner than later. All right.
But yeah.
All right, gotta stop reclining like a lazy piece of shit and do my goddamn job. All right, so who's taking this one?
You take the lead.
All right, cool. So as he said, old Pork Chop Rob, Willie Picton. He was born on October 4th, 1949 in Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, to parents Leonard and Louise Picton. They were fucking sacks of shit as well. His family owned and operated a pig farm, which Robert and his brother started. His brother David started working at a really young age, from what I saw. I didn't see an actual number. I think they said he was like 12 or 13. Yeah, not even. No, because at 14 he dropped out of school.
He was 14, but they would go to school smelling like.
Yeah, because they basically their parents put the pigs over the kids and their hygiene.
Right.
So these kids would go to school unbathed, dirty clothes, all smelly like fucking pig shit and KY jelly, and they were that one kid. There was always that one fucking stinky kid. Yes, that everybody's like, oh yeah, he lives in a trailer, which I'm allowed to say because I fucking lived in a trailer before.
So am I. I can say the same shit.
I like trailers; they're cheap. Sorry. It was bad enough that the kids at school called them Stinky Piggy, which I find upsettingly unoriginal, and I think those kids could do better.
I
And their
expect-
parents should beat their ass, if nothing else, just for being stupid and coming up with stupid fucking
Well,
names.
it's Canada. It's Canada. They're the nicest fuckers on the planet. They
Well,
don't know
I
how
was
to insult.
trying to bully him, but I didn't really think of anything very original, so I just called him a stinky piggy.
Their bullying.
Sorry about that.
Their bullying is borderline flirting. I mean, let's be honest.
You're a real fucking piece of shit, bud. I can't stand you, but you're a nice guy, though, eh? Oh, excuse me. I'm about to kick this guy's ass. So anyway, yeah, stinky fucking kids, blah, 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 blah. Apparently, even though both his parents seemed like kind of dick faces, he was a bit of a mama's boy because he would, they would almost like hide from their dad. I read that I didn't see any backup or like specific stories, but apparently the dad was abusive within the household.
As most pig farmers are.
Yeah, and then like he was always a weird kid. It said that I read that he did not do well in school ever, and he was actually put in special
Need
ed.
some chopsticks. I'm all Mr. Miyagi. This motherfucker.
I've caught one out of the air, not with chopsticks, but at one point they actually put him into
Fucker.
special ed, which we're not gonna go there.
Yes, he
It's
failed
Sunday.
he failed several. I read he failed several grades, and
Yeah.
they finally let him
Before they find,
put him on the short bus. I'll go there.
that wasn't that bad though.
I know that was
Pretty mild.
I could go a lot worse.
Yeah. So when he was, I don't remember that age. I didn't write it down. But at one point in his, I believe, teenage years, maybe 12 years old, he used his savings to buy a calf
I
that
know,
became
this
his
is
beloved
sad.
pet. This is sad.
It's
This is like
hilarious
when I decided his parents
and
were.
sad all at once.
So he buys this calf, and it is his beloved pet. It's his, like, some people have dogs and cats and shit. He gets a calf.
Well,
And then,
I get it.
Yes, he did have that pig stank like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely mute us if customers come in if you're listening to us at work, because they're not going to fucking appreciate a lot of this. So, God, he came home from school or wherever the fuck he was one day. He could not find his calf. He said he looked everywhere. His mom, this is what made it funny to me, is his mom didn't just off rip tell him, we all know where this is going. His mom said, "Did you check the barn?" And he walks into the barn, and the fucking thing was already slaughtered.
Yeah.
Not, "Hey, we slaughtered your cow. We're gonna eat it. It's in the barn." No. "Did you check the barn, honey?" So then he's got to open the door to that, like, and then I would hope that they paid some local musicians that play stringed instruments to do that.
Well, that was the best way she could have done it. At least it could have been.
Says you, man. I think that's
Well,
more fucked up.
What if she?
I would have
could-
rather
she
known
could
it
have
was
said, "I don't-"
dead.
She could have said, "I don't know what happened to it." And then at dinner time,
Okay, that would have been
he
worse,
asked
but it would have been
again
better if she
and
was
said,
like, "We fucking slaughtered it."
Where's my calf? And at dinner time, she said, "It's on your plate, motherfucker."
What's for dinner? Steak. What's for dinner? Charlotte. But anyway, so yeah, and which I actually wrote in my little sidebar notes, because you know how I take my fucking weird ass notes. None of them really make sense to anybody but me. But once you start hearing all this shit, it all starts to add up when you get to the end game of this dude's life. Who, he's still alive. I don't know why.
Canada doesn't. I'm sure Canada doesn't.
I
Have the
don't.
death penalty.
Dude, they have.
Anybody know?
Because they fucking maxed him out.
If somebody in the comments, let me know if Canada has a death
He
penalty.
has the maximum sentence that you can give
Yeah,
somebody
it
in
is.
Canada, which is fucking.
He's got
I'm
the
sorry.
record.
Some people don't agree with fucking capital punishment and shit like that, but like, some people you can just kill and the world will be better off. I'm just saying. So, sometime around this or after that, he left school, and at 14, or 13, I think, he became a butcher's assistant. And then at 14 in 1970, wait, what? Okay, we're not going to go with numbers, but at 14 years
Don't do
old,
math.
he left that job to work at the family farm.
Right.
Now, both mom and dad died in 1978. Which,
Dad died first, right? Yeah. And
I don't know. I
Mom
didn't read
had-
that far. As soon as I saw that they both died in the same year, I was like, what'd they die of?
Mom, I know, died of cancer.
Right.
Well, she was diagnosed with cancer.
7,000 deaths a day. Yeah, that seems low.
Across the world?
Yeah, that seems low.
Shit, we get that in Hamilton, don't we?
Did you hear possible shots last night? I couldn't tell if they were far enough away. I couldn't tell if they were firecrackers or shots.
No, there were fireworks last night. There was actual fireworks.
No, these were like little guys. If they were,
it was over here somewhere, and you're not that far. You might be able to.
Like 3 miles maybe.
Yeah, so you could probably hear them.
Fuck, probably only like a mile and a half as the crow flies for real. Send a crow to the wall. Tell them Jon Snow's on his way.
Hey, we got our first hidden comment.
Oh shit.
Hey, show. There we go.
Yeah, that's the part of the problem. I mean, as much as people don't want to talk about it, we are overpopulating.
Half of us need to go.
Well, the planet can't. Yeah.
Thank you, Bill Burr.
Thanos.
Thank you, Bill Burr.
Yeah. So, like I said, both parents died in 1978. So, Pork Chop Rob, his brother David, and their sister Linda took over. David and Linda didn't want the farm.
Right.
They weren't about that life.
Which, this is kind of pisses me off. Fuck David. David's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Didn't want to have shit to do with the farm.
Yeah.
But
I kind of understand
the business side.
I understand
but wanted the house.
Because of the family.
But wanted the house.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is like, I would get you not wanting to have shit to do with it because your parents were fucking shitbags, but why would you want to continue to live there?
So that cockmuncher.
Mind you, this was a very established, well-to-do company. Like, they made very good money. They were all these kids were multimillionaires.
Well, they were after they sold.
Still.
They sold half. From what I heard and read, they sold the northern part of the farm. But they became millionaires.
Yeah, like they definitely weren't hurting for cash before that.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he was hookers and blow. He was spending all his money on hookers and blow.
But
that was my point, though. He didn't want to run the business, but he wanted the house. And poor Willie Style had to live in a trailer on an isolated part of the farm.
I would assume he chose that.
Let's see. Well,
it said he moved there. He didn't say he was forced to move there. So, yeah, he moved into a trailer just somewhere, like, ducked off in a little area of the property. I guess it wasn't, like, right by the road. None of that shit. It was, I'm going to fucking, I swear to God. Anyway.
That fly.
Baby put himself in the corner in a little trailer. So most of the farm, as you said, was sold for urban development, which seems, I would like to know what they built, because what kind of urban development are you really going to put around a fucking pig farm?
Right, yeah.
But I digress. So after the sale, they were left with 6.5 hectares, which I don't know what the fuck a hectare is. If my research is correct, it's somewhere between a soccer field and like a broom closet. Somewhere within that range, I believe you have a hectare. I honestly don't fucking know.
Leave your options open.
Yeah, sure. And mind you, I have a little side note here, because it makes me laugh. A guy that worked for the farm, named Bill Hiscox.
Hiscox.
Not my Cox or your Cox. His Cox. Said that Pork Chop Rob, I'm gonna keep calling him that because that shit is funny, was weird as shit and quiet, even though there was, and he questioned whether or not it had something to do with drug use, but none of that could ever be proven.
Right.
So I guess he just chalked it up to the game as he's a fucking weird dude. So you work for a fucking weird dude. Congratulations, bud. And then, we jump ahead a little bit to 1996 is my next note, where the Picton brothers opened up Piggy's Palace Good Times Society.
I love this.
Yeah. Which is a fucking awful name for what it was supposed to be, because right. it was a charity to raise funds for service organizations, and it was not only a charity, it was federally registered as a charity, and they would hold events and parties right. and dances and shit like that with
Shindigs.
Like up to, I saw like 2,000 fucking people at a time.
Yeah,
which I don't even I feel like 6.5 hectares is not enough room, but maybe a hectare is huge. I don't know. It's Canada. I feel like they're like, oh, go down the block, and then you're in a different fucking province.
Well, our researcher is busy working, and she cannot look it up.
God damn it.
We will have that
This is
information
shit.
for Thursday.
Who are people? What are people sending me?
Uh-oh. Yes, but I love that. I love that idea. Serial killer. I think maybe the FBI and they should look into that a little bit. All these fucking charities, they're probably all fucking serial killers.
Or doing some kind of shady shit.
Shady shit.
Sorry, I had to make a weird face. So anyway, okay, I'm done. Wait, no, don't lock the phone, Travis. That's how you watch the comments. You big dumb idiot.
Well, anyway, Gonzo, I think Bruce Lee, getting back to the Cobra Kai comment real quick.
Let's get back to what's important here.
Bruce Lee did say let them hit first.
This is the best.
But Bruce Lee is dead. And I do not buy that.
So is his son.
Yes, well, don't let a gun hit you first. That's for sure. No. Trust me. In a bar fight, you don't want to play that game. You want to hit first.
And we're not all Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Joe, you have to control your aggression.
Well, guess what? If Bruce Lee let Chuck Norris hit him first, shit's hitting well. The real Chuck Norris, shit's going down.
I mean, that's basically Godzilla vs. Kong, but normal sized.
But normal size.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So,
continue with the piggy farmer.
My first note on this, on Piggy's Palace Good Time Society, like I said, the first thing I wrote down after that is no fucking charitable anything should be called fucking Piggy's anything.
Well, what if Miss Piggy had a charity?
For what? Animal husbandry of frogs. Be like the Jewish scientist guy from Beerfest that was jerking off frogs when they went to meet him.
Well, I don't know what that offspring would look like.
Like William Picton.
Probably.
Because he looked like a sack of shit.
Well, most serial killers, you don't get too many serial killers that look like Brad Pitt.
Well,
Ted Bundy, but I don't even think Ted Bundy.
I mean, I know there's a large society of women out there that think Jeffrey Dahmer's hot too. I think he looked weird. I mean, better looking than me, I'll give him that. But
you are a fine specimen. Do not degrade yourself.
Anyway, Piggy's Palace
Piggy's
was alleged to be just an absolutely fucking shit show of rowdy ass shit, drugs, and drunken noise. And it was frequented by sex workers from the downtown east side and bikers who possibly may have been the Hells Angels, but I don't want that smoke. I'm not going to bring them up too much.
The Hells Angels would not partake in that kind of.
I don't know. I fear people like groups like that more than I fear like Scientology and shit. Because they give less of a fuck. They're less in the public eye.
Here's the thing: bikers will just kill you. MCs will just kill you.
Yeah.
Scientology will just make you want to die. They will.
So they'll make me wake up in the morning. Hey, let's get dark. Okay,
maybe one day we will do a Scientology.
I'm down. I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna do? Like, oh, we're gonna ruin your credit score. It already is.
Good. The only thing you could do is improve it, motherfucker.
Right. They'd be like, oh, we took out 7 loans in your name. I'll be like, it went up 12 points. What are you talking about?
Thank you.
While we're on this topic, as I said, it was frequented by sex workers from the downtown east side, which, let's talk about the downtown east side, get a little background on that, since I don't know if we really have any Canadian listeners. It doesn't seem like it.
Not really, but a few.
The downtown east side, what?
This is why I type.
Oh no, okay, I know what that is. That this note was, it's me throwing in that Piggy's Palace Good Times, go fuck yourself, was officially shut down in 2000 by the city of Coquitlam.
After a bunch of people end up dead and missing and.
Right. Well, that was before they even fucking arrested him.
Yeah.
But anyway, just a little background. Vancouver's downtown east side is just it's that part of town. It's just a bunch of drug-filled, impoverished people, a lot of people in the sex trade, like just prostitution and drugs and all that shit everywhere. Most of them weren't from that area because that's kind of how that whole thing works. It's a little bit of a transient lifestyle. But it was just kind of a shitbox fuckville city that, you know.
Right, like most downtown, every downtown has that
Yeah.
type of atmosphere.
Well, and then I'll get into it further. Is like the government and the policing in that area was kind of lackluster and bullshit, from what I read.
You saying the Mounties
The RCMP.
aren't very good at their jobs? Do they ride around on horses on the city too?
I hope so.
That would be
Fuck.
hilarious.
That'd be great.
Of course, we have mounted police too.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect example or perfect breakdown of this place. I said, this place sounds like an asshole that the city or the government might want to wipe a little better.
What's an asshole sound like? Don't give me. An
I don't know,
example.
man. Mine was sounding off all day.
Well,
My
that's,
tummy was grumbly today. I'm still haven't eaten. Hungry. So anyway,
But from what I understood, he actually had a good reputation in this area. They actually liked him.
well, yeah, because he fucking gave him money and drugs.
And he was friendly. He didn't really have a lot of fucking problem getting women to come with him.
I mean, you got to be a real sack of shit to have a problem with a bunch of
Hey,
sorry, but hookers and drug addicts.
what?
If you're throwing around money and giving them drugs, it's usually the people they like. So anyway, Pork Chop Rob, or my other backup was Chili's Baby Back Robs.
Oh, Lord have
I'm a
mercy.
fucking
We have
genius.
officially went to the toilet.
Yeah. So he actually became acquainted with with downtown East Side, because he would go there to a rendering plant to dispose of the waste animal parts from the farm.
Yeah, this is the part that's that. Oh, I might never eat a hot dog again.
Right. I didn't go into that. I already know all that. I still eat hot dogs. I don't give a fuck. You know how much fucked up shit we eat in America? Like,
Well, basically, just so that they know, he would dispose of the bodies with the pigs at this plant.
that actually goes further, which I'll touch on later.
Go.
So he'd drive around the low track, as they called it, offering girls money and drugs, and would sometimes bring them back to the farm. Good life choice, honey.
Yes, well, you know.
Turn the page. Damn, I went in on him on this one. This is one of my sidebars. I said, how good was the dope to convince these girls to fuck an awkward, stinky fucker that looked like Buffalo Bill had a bastard child with Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2? That's a fucking in-depth good one. If you don't know who Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2 is,
Just
your
stop
childhood
watching.
sucked. But again, I also wrote down the money part. It just makes sense because by that time he was in fact a multimillionaire,
Yes, he was.
very well off.
Still not taking a shower, but a millionaire.
Yeah,
Of course, if I
So-
was a millionaire, I might not take a shower either. Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
just be stinky all the time. Just wipe your ass with $100 bills and then throw them at poor people. So shitty, literally.
So shitty, literally.
So the earliest case that was connected to Pork Chop Rob Picton was the disappearance of Diana Molnick, who was last seen on December 22nd, 1995, and the most recent was
We are so fucking professional here.
Mona Wilson. Sorry, in November of 2001. Oh yeah, this is where my pen started to die, and I had to get a new one. Oh yeah, he was not convicted of the Diana Melnick murder.
You know, but that's something about this. One documentary I saw, I don't know if it's the same one you saw or whatever, like 50 to 60 women went missing.
Oh yeah,
You know, of those
because
addicts.
you got to imagine realistically there was probably more than just this fucking
And
guy
that is
doing
how
this
he got
shit.
away with this for so long because
Because it's not abnormal.
Right, the police would
Unfortunately,
say,
as
"Oh, they
sad as
probably-"
that is, because I will say, like, you can have. I mean, yeah, it's not the most squeaky squeaky clean lifestyle, but like, just because somebody works in the sex trade or is a drug addict does not mean that they do not deserve to be helped or investigated if they fucking come up missing or hurt or murdered.
I mean, I can understand a couple, but if
Like, I'm a fucked up human being, but that's fucked up. That's shitty.
I mean, because let's be...
which I'll also touch on later.
And that's kind of... When he talks about the 49 wanting to hit the 50, I almost kind of believe it was definitely more.
Oh, Justin said 4 eyes couldn't see. Yeah, I felt like you every time you go to take a piss, you limey fuck. I love how like we're way meaner to our actual like real life friends than anybody else. Okay, moving on.
Yes, moving on.
So over his Jesus.
Use bigger words next time.
See what happens when we don't drink? This is what happens. This is what you get.
I did drink.
Did you? Oh, you said you had 1 beer.
I had 2.
Still.
I actually had tall and short.
Running the gambit, huh?
I'm equal opportunity. I saw Justin. Said hi to Justin.
Hi, Justin. So moving on. Over Picton's 7-year career of being a big, just stinky pile of donkey shit, 26 disappearances were officially attributed to him. So I have the breakdown by year as far as the ones they know about.
Well, drop the knowledge.
There was, in 1995, you had 1. In 1996, you had 1. That's 2. Math.
Math is hard.
In 1997, there was 6.
That would be 8.
Yes. In 1998, add another 4.
That'd be 12.
5 in 99.
17.
2 in 2000.
19.
And 7 in 2001.
26.
Yeah. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Public
Everyday
school education.
Smoke trees. Love that song. So he wasn't... There's... As we'll get to and as we've already talked about, there was more, but none of them... He never got pinned for any of the other ones because there was just a lack of evidence to actually charge him for anything. But here we go. We already talked about it a little bit, but most of these disappearances that happened in this area of the city just kind of went unnoticed, and they just kind of swept them under the rug because they were transient. They, it was a marginalized lifestyle as far as these victims went. There was no family, no nearby family, at least, like no official. You didn't have employment records, obviously. Right. So there's none of that shit, which is fucking just sad. It's like I said, like it's not the top lifestyle, and it's not it's a little grimy, and it goes against a lot of people's morals and shit. But just because somebody is one of these things doesn't make them a lesser human being overall, to the point that they can just be swept under the rug because they fucking disappeared.
I agree.
That's fucking shit.
But unfortunately, it's kind of the way things are.
It's like that in most places in the world, still to this day. So, anyway, and I also wrote down that a lot of these women were indigenous, which, not a bad word. Indigenous is fine. Eskimo is not. Apparently, that's racist.
Well, what the fuck isn't racist anymore? Jesus Christ.
Well, no, that's been apparently they've been saying like, yo, don't fucking call us that. Because an Inuit even, I guess, is like mostly wrong, because I think that's a tribe. But I did write down, I do know this, that as far as I know, Canadians, citizens, refer to their indigenous people as the First Nation because they were there first, which I find really cool and quite respectful, because they were fucking there first. And let's be real, white people came along and kind of took a shit on it.
We're kind of assholes.
A little bit. Whites and Spanishes, they kind of fuck everything up a little bit. They come in here, they fuck with all our stuff. I'm about to go off.
All these this is Sunday.
Fucking conquistadors. Conquistadores. So yeah, and which I'll touch on that later too, because I have more on that. But for example, Sherry Rail, which is a fucking perfect name for somebody who works in the sex industry. I'm sorry,
Sherry Rail.
That might be a little dark, but you fucking agree with me because you're in here right now.
You all chuckled, we know.
So she disappeared, and that wasn't reported for 3 years. This chick was gone for 3 years before the cops even knew about it.
Wonder where Sherry Rail's at. How long? It's been a while since I've seen her.
Where's old Rails?
Uh,
Where's that one chick? What's her name? Oh yeah, Rails. Same name as her profession. Sorry. So because of all the disappearances, by this time, it had escalated in the area to rumors of a serial killer amongst the community.
but not the cops.
Yeah, amongst this was amongst the sex trade workers, blah 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 blah. So because of this, prostitutes. Well, just say prostitutes. Sorry, it might be politically incorrect.
Hookers.
Fuck off. They started walking the low track in groups and taking license plate numbers when girls would get picked up, which I feel like probably would have been a good idea in the fucking first place before all this shit happened. Call me crazy.
But it's Canada. Nobody expects anything out of Canada.
But like protecting yourself, and when you do that, protecting yourself is job security. You know what I mean? And it's also personal protection. You don't. I'm just saying. It's just one man that I haven't done prostitution in many years. But you know,
Did you make good money?
I say it all the time. I charge by the pound. I made great money. It's a fat joke at my own expense. So, but even with all this going, this is what blew me away, is they're taking license plate numbers and shit like that. Even still, these chicks kept disappearing. And nobody's like, hey, let's go knock on some doors or put up some flyers maybe. But with a Canadian accent, not a shitty southern one. Anyway, so families of the missing women and what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Advocates for, on behalf of sex trade workers, started the annual Valentine's Day remembrance walk in honor of the murdered and missing victims, which, again, we're going to get a little dark here, but I also wrote that down. Valentine's Day?
For hookers? I think Swedish Day would have been much better.
That's, I don't know. I just think it's comedically ironic that the commemoration of lost sex workers is on Valentine's Day and called Valentine's Day. But I digress yet again.
You keep digressing.
So yeah, families and organizers wanted more thorough investigation, as they should. Yeah, 100%. But the response was slow, and the Vancouver police refused to say a serial killer was to blame or even consider the missing women to be dead because no bodies were there to start the investigation.
Right. And
so they just refused. They just were like, no, they're just gone.
Unfortunately, in that time frame,
yeah,
without a body, it was hard to prove anything.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Jesus
Christ, Bobby. So this is really fucked up. I actually have, in quotations, rant after this one.
Oh boy, here we go.
I think it'll be on both sides. Police thought that it was okay to presume some of the women that they just moved or that they just overdosed. Which, I see your thought process, but when you're already dealing with families of the deceased and people that are advocating for their justice and their fair treatment, I really hope you weren't just going up to like, Cheryl? Oh yeah, you're Mona's mother? We're just gonna go ahead and say that I think she just kind of died in the street like a dag. She did a little bit too much of the heroines, and then, she just nodded out and she never came back. She was probably eaten by wolverines and wolves and bears and whatever other kind of crazy things live in Canada. Pelicans. Moose. The carnivorous moose.
The moose killer.
The great carnivorous moose of the north. But yeah, I think it's so fucked up, dude. Like, and on top of that, the Vancouver Sun newspaper, a newspaper itself, they just started throwing all the shade at the police department for just not prioritizing crime against the sex workers in the city enough. And on top of that, yet again, Vancouver. Let's just rewind it. Okay. The Vancouver Police Department fought the adoption of new investigative methods such as psychological criminal profiling and geoprofiling. Which I want to know if they were...
What about psychic profiling?
If it was like... I mean, hey, it's better than none of them.
Yeah.
But, again, I have another little rant section. Were you lazy? Were you old school? Did you look at it as bullshit hippie crystal worship? Or were you just fucking too dumb to figure this shit out? Nope, that's more than 2 pages. I can't read that, Jim Bob. We're going to have to... Nope. We're just going to keep going with fingerprints and ideas.
That works.
I think that it was the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot likes to rape and kill. That's what he does. So yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. There was a depressing silver lining to this, that due to the number of women in Picton's case being indigenous or of the First Nation, it did bring attention to the issue of missing and murdered First Nation women, and the Canadian government itself actually subsequently launched a national inquiry into the issue in 2016 because of this case. Because I guess the numbers are higher in the indigenous community of women coming up missing. I'm not really sure why that is. So, anyway, back to Pork Chop Rob. This is March 22nd of 1997 yet again.
Good year.
A lot of stuff going on in 96, 97 for old fucking shit-stain Rob. Picton abducted a woman, and while he was... trying to handcuff her, she fought back. Good for her. She got her hands on a kitchen knife, and in the process of defending herself and trying to get away from this steaming pile of fucking elephant shit, both of them got severely stabbed. Which, I mean, she got stabbed, that fucking sucks, but at least you fucking poked that piece of shit up, right, too. Gangland style. So she escaped the home, and she made her way to the road and waved down a passing car, who then called an ambulance. So she was taken to Royal Columbian Hospital in New Westminster, where she received emergency surgery. During all of this, Robert Picton was receiving treatment for his injuries at the same fucking hospital.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah. While she was in surgery, he was getting patched up at the same fucking hospital. That's terrifying, and it makes for a very good twist to the story, though. Yes. I will say that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not immune to the irony in that,
yes,
whatsoever. So while he's there, this stupid fucking pile of shit, an orderly, which I don't even know what an orderly is. I'm assuming he's just a nurse. Feel free to inform me. I'm fucking dumb, as that commenter told us. What?
Nothing. Go ahead. Nothing.
Ghost.
I don't know. It looked like something.
Was it my chair?
It might have just been a fuzz or something. Dust. So
an orderly found a key in Picton's pocket while he was there that fit the handcuffs on the woman's wrist. How fucking stupid could you be?
Just a coincidence.
That's not a coincidence. So, are you shitting me? So, you abduct a fucking chick, and then she stabs the shit out of you, gets away, goes to the hospital. Granted, I would hope he didn't know she was in the same hospital, because I would hope that you would go to a different fucking hospital at that point.
Well, it's Canada. How many? I don't think.
Yeah, he might have been 7,000 hectares away from the next hospital.
That could be a closet or a soccer field.
That's my thing. Is like, if she was already in surgery, that means you got there, at least 10, 20 minutes after that. If it's an emergency surgery, yeah, they kick that shit off real quick. But, like, you got there after her, clearly. I'm gonna eat him. But, like, what the fuck? So clearly you took the time to leave your house waiting for her to get away, because what are you going to do? You're going to run out while the people that are calling the ambulance are out there? That's not going to go very well. You know what I mean? They're going to, like, get in the bed of the truck. Hey, I don't want you to bleed on my kid's car seat, but I'll help you out, honey. I promise. We're going to take care of you. We're going to stop. We're going to get some poutine, and then we're going to go to the hospital. I love poutine.
What the?
You never had poutine?
No.
French fries with brown gravy and cheese curds.
That just sounds wrong.
It's fucking so good, dude. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. But like, so she gets away long enough to be in surgery by the time he gets there. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's just walking around his house like, okay, I got a couple stab wounds, not a big deal. Okay, I got my wallet, I got my keys, I got my identification, and I don't have an insurance card because it's Canada and we don't have those. David, bring me my handcuff keys. I gotta go to the hospital. I just like to have them, you know. It's like having an extra flashlight or some AA batteries.
You never know.
I fucking guess, but Jesus Christ, still.
Jesus Christ, you're getting blown up.
I'm a popular man, but not really.
I'm going to have to agree with Gonzo. Handcuff keys are universal.
He had a handcuff key, and there was a fucking chick in emergency surgery with fucking handcuffs on in the same goddamn town. Fuck you.
That's a loud ass train. Sally Rails is coming through.
How many fucking people? She's riding the rails. Rails is on the rails.
It's Canada. Who knows?
How big of a fucking community do you think this was? But again, like I said, who knows how many hectares they had to travel to get to this fucking hospital. So, we don't know.
Gonzo, I'm with you.
And plus, well, in good news, they're no longer universal.
Are they not?
No. Not ones that are worth a fuck, at least. Like
the ones you get at the sex shop are.
Well, yeah. The ones you get at the sex shop are half plastic, and they got the little pin on the side to avoid shit like this. Because, mind you, apparently, some of the times he used fuzzy handcuffs, because that's a good idea. Those aren't escapable or anything. I'm pretty sure you or I could fucking, like, those apart.
Not that I would know. I've never partaken in any kind of that activity.
I've never done it to anybody else.
You handcuffed yourself?
No. It was my uncle.
Your uncle handcuffed you?
Yeah.
You're okay.
My uncle Bad Touch.
Okay. Please.
These are my no-no squares. Do not touch me there. Jesus Christ. So, because of this fucking shit show that he just dropped on everybody, Pickton was arrested and charged with attempted murder, assault with a weapon, and forcible confinement. But charges were stayed and eventually dropped because the court because the court did not consider her a competent witness due to her drug use.
I thought she didn't show up.
That might have been a thing too. No, that was somebody else.
Was that? Oh, okay.
Well, it might have been her too, but that happened with some other chick.
I thought I heard she was so scared,
but
and she didn't show up to court.
Well, and Pickton said that she was a hitchhiker that attacked him. I've done some drugs in my day. I don't think I've ever had a drug experience that would make me go into a hospital with multiple stab wounds with handcuffs on me, while there's another man that also has stab wounds, while I'm probably laying there going, I stabbed that motherfucker with a handcuff key, that would make me non-believable in court. I'd be like, no, what the fuck? It was him. It's Pork Chop Rob.
Officer, you're not going to believe this. This is purely coincidence.
He gives me dope in bags made out of pigskin. He keeps them in the glove compartment of his truck.
What's Canada? Shit like that happens.
I guess. Fuck. I'll take your word for it. I've been to Canada. I never saw some shit like that. Mostly just Niagara Falls and the Hard Rock. But anyway. So we jump ahead. Spring 1999. Bum, bum, bum. An informant told Vancouver police that a single mother and drug addict named Lynn Ellingson saw a woman's body hanging in Pickton's slaughterhouse. Now, when the police questioned Ellingson, she initially denied everything, but later in March, she admitted that she had seen the body hanging in the slaughterhouse, and she said she didn't report the occurrence because she feared Porkchop Rob and relied on him for money and or drugs.
Because from what I learned,
Which
she was living on the farm for a couple months.
I don't know, but that makes her a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Not staying on the farm.
No, but not
just
reporting.
holding on to that info. Just be like, oh, there's Mona.
Not reporting, yes, but also these are just to play devil's advocate. Drug addicts.
Yeah, like I see.
Generally, don't like cops that much.
Yeah.
Now, not everybody is as moral as us. Fine, upstanding citizens that we are.
Yeah.
Maybe she was afraid to go to cops.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but like, we're not talking about the cops coming to you and being like, "Hey, do you know who robbed so and so?" No, you saw a fucking dead person hanging in a slaughterhouse. You saw some House of Wax shit. Still one of the best movies ever because you got to see Paris Hilton get her head impaled. Which, sidebar, I don't hate Paris Hilton as much as I used to.
Why?
Have you seen her? She has a show now.
No, I have not seen it.
Uncovering and trying to fix the wrongs being committed by some like private school or something like that she went to, and she had already talked about the mistreatment of the kids there, and then it continued to go. So I think she like bought the place, and like was like, nope, fuck you, and like has just been all over like being like, yeah, this is what happens to these kids. So Paris Hilton, not a fucking just dumb blonde socialite anymore apparently.
She's still annoying.
Yeah, I don't like the way she talks,
That's
but
annoying.
like, shout out to you. Well done. I'll give you your props. Anyway, so in early 1999, Bill Hiscox Hiscox. It's literally Hiscox.
I would hope so.
You keep your cocks to yourself. I'm only worried about Hiscox. Who again was an employee of the Picton's family, told the RCMP, which is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, if you didn't know, that Lisa Yelds, who was a friend of Porkchop Rob, told him that she had seen women's clothing, purses, and ID papers at the pig farm. And Hiscox believed that they belonged to the missing women, which, if she said she saw them, I would assume they're still there. Why don't you just go check?
You would think.
Maybe. But apparently Yelds was uncooperative when interviewed by police. He's watching. He likes you guys. He thinks you're really funny. Well, shout out Malik. I believe that's the kid that plays for UC. Best of luck to you. Football, good. Especially college. Pro, kind of boring now.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. I got the ball. You got the ball. Go sit down.
He said, I got you the ball. Okay, so go sit down, Danny. Okay.
The greatest movie of all fucking time.
I don't know about the greatest movie. Possibly the best football movie. Well, the best funny football movie. I would make the argument of like probably Any Given Sunday. Honestly, you know another one that's slept on as far as funny football movies though, for real? Leatherheads.
With
George Clooney.
Oh, Leather. Okay.
Brendan Fraser.
Didn't he do like an old time football movie too? I don't know.
I don't know.
Gonzo, no.
Leatherheads had George Clooney and Jim from The Office.
Oh, Gonzo, no beers tonight. We keep it sober on Sundays. We try to be somewhat professional. It's an epic fail, but we try.
We'll answer those questions later. Fuck, I lost my spot. Yelds. Okay, so this was the second time that Hiscox had contacted police with suspicions of Robbie Willie Porkchop, fucking shitbag cockface. But they couldn't get a search warrant because that's just hearsay, and there has to be eyewitness reports of criminal activity or physical evidence. Neither of those were had at that time, so they couldn't do shit about it. So Vancouver police and the RCMP formed a project in 2004 Or wait, I actually have the name of it. Project Even Handed. Yeah, I don't know.
I love the
And
these
that
names.
wasn't because I couldn't read it. Well, I couldn't read it, but that's because it's smudged.
I love these names. Project Even
Right.
Handed. His cock is part of. Project
His Cox was
Even
part of
Handed.
Even Handed. Jesus Christ. He was involved with Even Handed. He was a part of it. So that happened in 2001, which was a joint task force to investigate the missing women of the downtown East Side. I hate that it's called the downtown East Side. Like, just call it the East Side. Why does it have to be downtown?
Compared to Uptown East Side.
Moving on. February 2002. Scott Chubb. This one's just full of great names. So in February of 2002, Scott Chubb, who was a truck driver for the Pictons at one point, told Dudley Do-Right of the RCMP that he had personally seen illegal guns in Robert Picton's trailer. With this information, police were now able to get a search warrant and raided the farm on February 5th. They found several illegal weapons and unregistered ones at that. Because Canada, I don't know how. I know they all like. There's guns fucking everywhere. I don't know
But I
exactly
think
the
they're a
laws
little
behind
douchey
it.
about it, though.
Huh?
I think they're a little douchey about the gun.
I think it depends on. I think what it is. I think it's like in most places where it depends on what type of gun. You know what I mean? Like I doubt you're running into AKs and shit as regularly as you are here, just because people here are just like, it's fucking cool, I want it. They found just random shit connecting it. Well, that connected him to the missing
That
women.
dramatic pause for
They-
just
They-
random
well,
shit.
I was just reading ahead to make sure I didn't have any examples, but they did. So they found stuff that just, connected the missing women to his actual property. And he was arrested on the weapons charges and then released on bail, as is tradition. And police discovered handcuffs, women's clothing, and shoes, jewelry. And this one's the real fucking kicker for me. An inhaler prescribed to Serena Abbotsway, who was one of the missing women. So, you're going to keep the clothes. You're going to keep the shoes and the jewelry. You're going to have one hanging in your fucking slaughterhouse. And then on top of that, they said something about ID papers. I don't... Speculative, as far as I know. But you're going to keep somebody's asthma inhaler that has their name on it that's a missing woman that you fucking killed?
Well, he was
That's almost as bad as that
special ed.
that's almost as bad as that guy that I fucking told you about that got caught because he wrote articles freelance about the girls that he killed. Like, get your shit together.
There are not many rocket scientists that are serial killers.
Yeah, like, so I was like, you're a piece of shit and you're fucking stupid. So, anyway, after all this goes down, let's just keep going down the rabbit hole. DNA testing was performed and blood found. Well played. Fair play to you. Where was I? So, blood found in a motorhome on the property was found to be from Mona Wilson, who we talked about earlier.
Moni.
Cold Mona.
Mm.
Hey. So anyway, after that, that's kind of damning right there. So Picton was rearrested on February 22nd, 2002 on 2 murder charges and would eventually face 26 murder charges in Surrey, British Columbia, where he was jailed. Police put a undercover RCMP officer in his cell to act as his bunkie, if you will. And Picton told this dude that he had killed 49 women and really wanted to hit the 50 bomb, but he got lazy and sloppy. And this was also on video. So you told it directly to an undercover Mountie. Dudley Do-Right did his job.
Undercover Mountie. Most mounting does go on undercover.
Yeah, it does. Well, I don't know. I get hot. And it was on video as well. So by that time, however, he was fucked because Jesus Christ. Because the pig farm had become the biggest crime scene in Canadian history. I have some numbers on this that are fucking mind-blowing. 200,000 DNA samples were collected, and investigators seized 600,000 exhibits of evidence. Heavy equipment was brought in and used by archaeologists and forensics experts to sift through over 383,000 cubic yards of fucking dirt and pig shit to look for human remains. And investigators, the investigation itself was estimated to cost over $70 million.
Well, that makes up for, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if there's an exchange rate to that. If it, like, I don't.
Yeah, it's probably like $18.75.
Well, no, I think
Now, yes, it's probably like 100.
Oh yeah, we were talking. Well, I mean, this was the early 2000s.
We were.
I went across the border in 05 or 06, and I know that cigarettes were fucking more expensive for sure in American dollars.
Huh.
So I would assume there's just kind of that's how it works. Our money is dumb and stupid. So, but like $70 million fucking dollars. And which pisses me off once you get to the end of this fucking case, which we're getting to. So, murder claim 49, charged with 26. Police could identify. He was charged with 26, only 26, because that's what the police could identify with evidence found at the actual farm, plus one unidentified woman that they just obviously, as is tradition in the law system, just was Jane Doe. But they couldn't. That charge was actually dropped because they couldn't find her identity or identify the remains of her or specify her time of death. Which, fuck that. You already got how many fucking bodies and how many charges on him, and you find another body or remains of another body, and you're just gonna, whatever. We don't know who she is. She don't count. That's fucking shitty. So anyway, Pickton was originally overall convicted of 6 charges, and the prosecutors thought about hitting him with the other 20 at a later date, but announced on August 4th, 2010 that they were not going to pursue that due to Pickton's current sentence being the maximum under Canadian law that you can give somebody. And families of the 20 women that did not get retribution, if you will, some of them were pissed off about it, and some of them were actually kind of happy because they were like, well, I don't really want to go through this lengthy bullshit where I have to sit and listen to how my kid died and was raped probably and drugged and blah blah blah, which is understandable. He's already locked up, and he's locked up for a little while. But my thing is, like, he's got multiple life sentences, I believe, or one life sentence at least,
with no parole.
Parole for 25 years. That's the maximum sentence in the. Under Canadian law, that's the maximum sentence that they could give somebody.
So, let's see, he's 72 or somewhere around there now?
Some shit like that.
This was 2007 he got convicted?
I believe so.
2008.
Something like that. It might have been It might have been 06. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so he's got about another 10 years.
No, I cannot read my own writing. I write stuff quick.
So
I'm a man about
town. In
town.
another 10 years, he can get parole?
Yeah, potentially. I would hope that's not going to fucking happen, but who knows?
I'll take our health care over that shit.
Yeah,
we sentence people to multiple life sentences.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or we just flip the switch.
But and then my last page here. Damn, we didn't actually go that long so far. We'll see how it ends up.
We're not fucking done yet.
So
you know this shit's going off the rails here.
Yeah, I have some little notes here and there before I get to the aftermath, if you will. So supposedly he started killing people in 83. No, I wasn't watching porn while I was writing my notes. I was watching Silence of the Lambs and then Saving Private
I
Ryan
was watching porn while he was writing his notes.
in the same room. So they said he supposedly started killing people in 83. Police didn't get him until 02, but locals of the area say that they started getting reports to the police in 1971. So you've got a 20 year fucking lag period between
I'm not doing math.
71 to 90 something.
90
So at least 20 years.
20 plus years.
You start getting fucking reports of this guy being weird and doing shady shit, and you take 20 years to do anything about it. You fucking
Canada,
cock
I
knobs.
love Canada, but they're not. They're slow.
Well, and I will say, somewhat in the defense of the country of Canada and the government of Canada and the judicial system of Canada, they hadn't seen anything like this when this happened. Like, there was never anything, at least as far as, like, known, convicted, name, face put to the crimes, and crimes connected to that extent. Canada had never seen anything like any of this.
Right. I mean,
Like, this was
Canada.
this was at the time the craziest shit ever.
It's
So
nothing.
It's not that surprising. It's just kind of shitty.
Canadians are lovely people.
Yeah. But on top of that, police also they found other shit. They found body parts in freezers, DNA in ground up meat, and bones and teeth were buried all over the property. And they say that there's strong evidence that Pickton actually gave away and served meat at his parties that was pig meat mixed with the meat of his victims. So there might have been some unknown fucking forced cannibalism going on, which super fucked up.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, super fucked up, but hey.
Well, it's no worse than him sending it to that plant where they, basically bologna and fucking hot dogs. What?
Justin sent me a video
Of what?
of the quality he's seeing. I'm like, yeah, it's only a 720 camera.
Is it that bad?
I don't give a shit.
I've watched our videos on.
I don't know.
They're not that bad.
I don't know. They look fine to me. You might have to turn you can also turn your thing up, because usually on a lot of phones, if you're not on a Wi-Fi network, it automatically goes to like the fastest connection speed of quality, and you have to go in and change it.
Matter of fact, I watched Thursday's episode today.
While you jacked off? Attaboy.
I'm not going to tell you who I was looking at when I was doing it, though.
It was the Chupacabra, wasn't it, you sick son of a bitch?
No.
So the only other thing I have for any of this is a little bit of quote unquote.
Hold on. No, listen, Brianne. You didn't hear this part of the story. She says, "Are you comparing cannibalism to eating hot dogs?" No, I'm not. But what I'm saying is he took body parts of his victims to a meat with the scraps to a processing plant. And what they do at those processing plants, they make them into other things.
Yeah.
So,
it could be anything. It could be stuff like that. It could be feed for farm animals. Shit like
Therein
that.
lies the hot dog joke.
They said that. They said that because, from what I understand, they did process meat at this farm.
Right.
They just didn't use the scraps, obviously.
Right.
They made like sausage and shit like that. So they're saying that there is strong evidence that there may have been human remains put into the machines that they used to process the meat on the farm, and they used that meat for Piggy's Palace and shit like that.
Right. Which, let's be honest, it's kind of smart.
I mean, yeah,
If
and
you have
on
the
top of that, like, realistically, he was feeding people to fucking pigs. Pigs will eat anything.
Right.
Just ask Bricktop from fucking Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Or no, that was Snatch.
I'm sorry, you lost me. Snatch, what are we talking about?
You ever seen Snatch? Brad Pitt?
No.
Really?
I'm not a big
fantastic Guy Ritchie film?
I'm not a big Brad Pitt guy.
Yeah, but he plays a gypsy boxer. You can't understand him. It's hilarious. You should watch that movie. It's great. But
Oh.
Bricktop does that. Bricktop has a pig farm in Snatch strictly for that. Did you boys know how much meat a pig can eat? A pig can eat 20 pounds of meat in an hour. That means if you got a 200-pound man and you feed him to 4 pigs, blah, 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 blah. That's how he talks. His teeth are always closed. He's like,
It looks good.
give us a cup of tea, please.
The picture looks fine on your phone.
Minus the dried semen.
Well, that's just the glaze over it.
Like a fucking fresh Krispy Kreme donut. So anyway, the only little bit of like aftermath, like I said, I don't know. I didn't know what else to call it. In December 2012, the Missing Women Commission of Inquiry reported that during the Picton investigation, there was this is a quote, blatant failures by police, such as inept criminal investigative work, along with societal prejudice towards sex workers and indigenous women, which actually
Always comes down to racism.
which actually changed the way the system worked on the behalf of this part of the community and culture, which is fucking good. That's awesome. And the last thing I have is in 2016 an autobiography. Well, there was also a movie. There were several movies. But in 2016, an autobiography allegedly written by Picton, called Picton in his own words, was published by Outskirts Press out of Denver, Colorado, and offered for sale on Amazon, but then got pulled due to public outrage.
As it
Good
should.
call, Bezos.
That's about the only good call that fucker's made.
Yeah. Which was, and they say it was allegedly smuggled out of the prison, which, why do you smuggle shit out of prison?
That's a good question.
Right?
I thought it was
What
just a one
guard
way.
is that? What guard is that big of a fucking shitbag? Like, I need you to take this and send it to Denver, Colorado. I need my story to get out there because it's not already out there. It's not already on every fucking major news publication in several countries because it was.
I don't know. Oh man. So we about hitting
Gross.
it. Are we done?
That's all I got. I think I hit
I
all
think
the
this
major
is
talking points.
I think this is kind of a sad story, actually. No, not to. I'm not justifying anything, but he
Right.
was fucked up in the head, abusive father,
Yeah.
obviously a moron. Slow, had issues, and his mother. I think his mother fucked him up.
These comments are getting a little out of hand.
I'm just ignoring them at this point.
For the longevity of my podcasting career, I'm going to... What's up, Phil? What are you saying?
I don't. But it's. This could have been handled if the police would have did a much better job. He still was going to do what he was going to do, but the number he would come anywhere close to 50.
Oh, yeah.
That this should have been taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, once about
There was
10
definitely, at several turns in this whole thing, there was definitely some fucking piss poor jobs done by several people.
Right. I mean, it was. But I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So, we're going back to the dick jokes now.
I mean, if you want to.
No, we won't go too bad to the dick jokes. Oh shit, we're losing people left and right. That's all right.
Yeah, we might have to throw out some guidelines for the comment section between the two shows. Those are Thursday comments.
Well, it'll happen. You'll have that, but it won't be a problem after next week.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck.
Okay, I think that. I mean, this is pretty fucking straightforward.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's one of those ones that like is so fucking off the wall that you feel kind of shitty getting interested into it when you're doing investigation into all the shit and stuff like that.
But it's a fascinating story, though.
It is.
The whole charity.
It's a movie. It's a fucking movie.
Hollywood couldn't write this.
Yeah.
I mean, they've tried it with, the cannibalism and, the...
Right.
They've tried it, but you throw in the Piggy Society.
Dude, that one got me.
That's fucking classic.
And also, that was my whole thing is like... Who in the federal government of the country of Canada, because apparently you have to register charitable things like this, and I would imagine everywhere, but you're fucking telling me that somebody saw the paperwork and accepted the name Piggy's Palace Good Time Society as a fucking charitable whatever the fuck society. I don't know what to technically it is. Basically just like a VFW hall is what it sounds like. They just had dances and events there.
Right.
Like I don't know what to call this business, if you will, but like nobody at least was like, hey Rob, pick a better fucking name. Piggy's Palace is not going to bode well for you in the long run.
But at least he has a sense of humor.
He's got a couple things going on, but I don't know, man. It's a interesting situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did drop some viewers, didn't we?
Yeah, shit's going downhill.
Good job, guys.
All right. Well, what do you want to talk about for the next 10 minutes? Because we can't go much longer because we got Patreon to do.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I'm open.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying not to read comments.
Support local hookers.
Yes. They got to make money anyway.
I mean, like... It's like I said earlier, like...
if they were smart, they'd legalize it.
It's the oldest profession in the world.
Yeah.
Jesus' mom was a hooker.
I'm not getting into this.
I mean, supposedly.
Oh, yes. But, okay. So everybody is aware. We're going to end this one now. And we're going to Patreon.
What would the death penalty guidelines be? Finding 26 dead women on someone's property and finding their blood and personal belongings. I think the world would probably be a better place without old pork chop Rob.
Apparently they have digital hookers now.
Yeah, they're called cam girls.
That's stupid.
I mean, there's enough lonely fucks in the world for it. Fuck it. If there's a market, fucking go for it.
That's just...
It's just like OnlyFans. OnlyFans is even stupider. Like, there's celebrities that have OnlyFans, and people pay for their OnlyFans, and literally, it's not even, like, you can't even see, like, tits and shit. Like, it'll just be, like, it'll be shit that they basically just would put on Instagram before they had an OnlyFans.
Right.
Be like, look at me and my wife next to the pool in Cabo. Oh, yeah, I'll pay $2 a month for that. The fuck I will.
So basically, it's they're using it as celebrity Facebook that you have to pay for.
Yeah, that's literally what OnlyFans is. Like, OnlyFans is like you just post fucking pictures and videos, and a lot of that market is diddling and, such videos.
Right.
But there are fucking people that get paid money to not show their tits and dicks and ass and balls.
Yes. But... So what are we going to talk about on the Patreon episode tonight? Just to give people a heads up.
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Okay.
I just figured to be slightly more less socially acceptable version of what we've already said about this, and then some other random shit thrown in there because it's you and me.
Yes. But we'll go ahead and recount what I said earlier. Thursday's episode will be on Ghost in the Night stream again, but it'll actually be the very first episode of Are We Canceled Yet? And then the following week we have our own page set up for that already. So I need you all to go over to, or just Google search, or not Google search, YouTube search, Are We Canceled Yet? And you subscribe for it. I'll put a link in the description next week, or I'm sorry, the Thursday episode. So after that, we finish up Thursday. You can go subscribe
Are we
to that.
linking it in this one too?
What?
Is the YouTube channel live yet? It just doesn't have content.
Yeah, just have the content.
Are we gonna link it in this too? Fuck it.
Well, yeah, I can link it in this
That
one
way,
too.
I mean, we can start
I'll
maybe
add
getting
it
some
later.
people to move over,
Right. I will add it later.
just
Or-
in case we do. If that 100 subscriber thing
Yeah,
is
because
a
I'm
real
not.
thing.
I'm not sure if the 100 subscriber. I have to read into it. I might. If you need a 100 subscriber, we could be fucked.
Oh no, it'll just take us a little while to move everybody over from here.
Thank you, Justin. But so, like I said, Thursday's episode will be back at 8 o'clock Thursday on this actual channel. But it will be Are You Canceled Yet? Episode number 1. And then the following week from now on, it'll be on Are We Canceled Yet? So if you Google search and you want to, you can find it. Trust me. I will like it. I'm going to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Ghost of the Night is going to subscribe to it.
Oh, my personal account's gonna subscribe to
And
it.
Travis is going to subscribe to it. So there will be a few listeners. But what I want to use, there's going to
Do
be
we
a
still
lot.
need to make socials?
Yeah, I still
Instagram and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can work on that too. I haven't got around to that because I wanted to.
I mean, those are the easy ones for real. Instagram and Twitter and
Uh,
shit's the easy ones.
Right. I don't know if we'll do the Facebook for that one.
I mean,
Facebook.
we'll probably make one eventually if we don't
Eventually.
make one off rip.
Right. And we might do a group.
I'm so happy with this setup right now.
We might do
I'm
a
so
group.
much more comfortable. There's fans, and I have a real big boy seat.
But what was that? I was going to say some shit. I lost my train of thought. Yes, that'll be episode 1. And by Friday, there should be actual podcast version of it. So Friday,
On our SS feed.
next weekend, be sure to look at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or Google Podcasts, Stitcher,
All the good
those.
stuff.
I will put links to all that. Like I said, the social media will be up, and by Thursday we will have all that information in the description, and we'll go over all this.
Yeah, I'll try.
Thursday.
Well, I mean, on my end, I'll try to do all the social media and shit. We just gotta, well, we have a thumbnail, so we don't have to worry about profile pictures. We got that covered. Bob Evans
I will
down
get,
on the farm.
It's probably because there's no content. It's so far down on the bottom. They're not going to post it up. I will send a direct link.
Power bottom.
Yes, but I will put all that up. So we are going to record a Patreon episode. Oh, Patreon for that. That will be coming too for the Are We Canceled Yet? And I think we're going to do 2 a month.
I figure we do it
every other week.
at least every other week. Maybe throw in some more here and there, but who knows? I mean,
Right.
fuck, for all we know, we might end up doing that one every week and doing this one every other week. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see
we'll see how
which
it
one
goes.
jumps.
Because actually, I might make. I don't know. We'll find out. I'd almost like to keep Patreon. No, I can't do that either. You know,
What, keep it the same
Yeah.
account?
same account, just as a GITM media account. You kind of get all the content.
I mean, can you do like different playlists and
I
shit?
don't know.
We'll have to look into it because
Oh.
I mean, it would be easier, but
That is what I wanted to say about Are We Canceled Yet? The YouTube channel is going to be a lot more clips because we talk about a vast variety of topics in that 2-hour session. So there will be we're going to have almost the Are We Canceled Yet channel will be mainly clips except for the live streams on Thursdays, and we are going to keep still recording those Thursday nights. That's not going to change.
yes,
Yours.
indubitably.
All right. That is going to wrap it up, I guess. So, like I said before, be sure to subscribe to the podcast. However you take it in, be sure to share the podcast with other people. If you want the Patreon episodes, go to patreon.com/GITN podcast. Follow us on all the social medias. They're at the bottom of the screen or in the description.
Yes, it really makes it way easier for me to get out of the way of the fucking
Take it easy,
the
Justin.
pop-ups and shit.
But also, the merch is still up there. And in the description, there's still a link to the
Bitly?
the bit.ly link to the tie-dye shirt that everybody's having trouble looking for or finding, and I found it in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Because I'm just that fucking talented. And I know where it was at.
It totally has nothing to do with him being the owner of the account.
Well, you gotta fuck with me like that. All right,
That's why I'm your co-host.
That is going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for everybody that joined. I know probably the UK listeners they had to take off. It was late over there.
Go sheepy.
Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there.
Look
Or
at
almost 3 o'clock
tired
in the
little
morning.
babies.
But thanks to them for showing up for
Is
the
it?
beginning. Yeah, they're 5 hours.
Oh, so it's almost 1.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock. They got.
I'm smarter than Phil.
Well, that's not saying much.
Oh, Gonzo said 30 more minutes. That's easier said than, or that's easier
Thursdays.
done on the Thursday.
That'll work
episodes.
on Thursday. If we didn't
These we actually have like a subject that we talk
Yeah,
about,
and plus
then
we do the
run out of
Patreon.
stuff.
we have to do the Patreon.
Yeah, I have it's crazy. I already have just a completely different mindset going into this episode compared to Thursdays.
Right.
Because I just don't really have a mindset
You
going
know,
into Thursdays.
honestly,
I just walk into your house and I go, all right, you fuck, let's fucking do some weird debaucherous
I
shit.
will say it's hard to not.
Shit.
It's hard to come because it's a different animal,
Oh, yeah.
and we want it to be. It wasn't that much of a different animal. Now it's a completely different animal.
Yeah.
And it's almost
It's
like
funny
a
because
Dr.
we started off just doing 2 episodes of Ghost in the Night a week.
Right.
And then now look where
It
we've come.
morphed into basically us whoring ourselves out on Thursday nights and trying to be legitimate on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's a fine line to walk.
I mean, I would argue our legitimacy on Sunday nights still.
It's questionable, but still, in our own fucking mind. Shit, more people are coming in.
Fuck.
Or you
You're
know
a little
what?
late, guys. Love you.
Or you know what we could do
What?
as a one-time thing tonight?
Make Patreon
Do a live,
public.
just record our Patreon episode right now, live on YouTube. And then, you know,
I'll do it.
that way people, you know what you get with Patreon.
You. I mean, we'll have to tone down a little bit because we will say. I mean, everybody knows the world's an imperfect place. We do say some things on Patreon that
Gonzo's for
probably
it.
are not the best idea on here. Yeah, there's what 2 levels right now, right?
Yes, there's 2 levels.
There's 2 levels. We're going to be adding levels and maybe throwing in like a T-shirt after. I'd say from what I saw from other podcasts, I say we
$20
throw
or
the. Well, they have stipulations
Yeah.
where it's like, excuse me, for $20 or $25, you get a T-shirt, but you have to stay subscribed for like a month or 2.
2 months.
Which is
Couple-
fair
right.
because the podcast does bite the cost of the shirt. You know what I mean?
Well, which, you know, let's go over all that in the Patreon episode. But basically what we're going to do, we'll run the intro, close it out, take a break.
Restart.
No, we
on
won't
Patreon
restart.
and
We're
shit.
going to take a break. So everybody's here. If you want to
so we can go straight to. We can just keep this going.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it on YouTube now.
Oh, and then clip it and put it on the Patreon.
Yeah, I'll put it up.
Well,
sep-
the full episode already goes to Patreon anyway,
no,
doesn't it?
I have to manually put it up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like this
No, I don't put-
episode we just did.
No, I don't do
oh,
that.
It does
I don't-
not. Okay,
I don't do that anymore.
that's fair. But I'm down. I'll do the Patreon live. I don't give a fuck.
So we're going to take a break, and we are going to give everybody,
and since it's Patreon, I might fuck around and order a pizza or something while we do it.
all the listeners,
Maybe, I don't know.
if you want to, run down to Little Caesars.
I don't know. That's why I haven't eaten. I don't know what the fuck I want.
Or we can order a pizza.
See, this is a Patreon conversation.
Okay, we're going to close this out. Oh shit, we peaked like a motherfucker. I'm going to run the intro, but I'm not going to end the stream. We're going to take a little break. Like for those people who watch on Thursdays, we do that all the time at about the 2-hour mark. That's basically what we're going to do. We're going to give you guys a free Patreon edition.
Hey-o.
So if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon,
Phil does love Little Caesars.
hey, it's cheap. I'm poor, man.
I still can't. I still think you're a fucking communist for not being.
I don't like. We'll get into this on the Patreon. I'm going to play the outro. We're out of here. Thanks for coming. Patreon coming up. Stick around. take a break, guys, and we'll be back. So stick around. Yes, I love Little Caesars. Let's switch it to. Let's hide that. Let's switch it to this screen. All right, we're going to switch to our. We're taking a break screen, and you know what? I will try to put up the. Let me see if I can add. I don't know if I can add it. Image. I'm trying to put the new thumbnail for the new podcast up. I don't think Travis hasn't even seen a really good picture of it yet.
It's a dick pic.
It could be. It might. Oh, what we got going on here? Here it is.
Is this happening live right now?
I don't know.
I hope so. I like that thumbnail.
It should be actually up live. It should be. It'll probably show up here in a minute.
No, I'm saying like the resizing of it. I hope it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I hope so, dude.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I like that though. That looks fucking cool.
I thought it was. Yep. See there. Look. It's. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's awesome. All right, we'll be back.
All right. We'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, I'm back. Travis will be back shortly. Alrighty, what do we got going on? Yes, that thumbnail does look like something from the 90s. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and switch this back to that. There we go. Uh-oh. So who all's still in here? You got a text message.
I have a text message.
Yes, she commented.
Mics are still killed.
No, they're not.
Oh yeah, the
that's the
intro
web.
comes down.
That's the webcam.
I still don't know what I want, man.
I don't know.
I'll probably just fucking go through anything on the way home and be like, "This'll do."
This'll do. This'll do.
It's usually how my diet goes. Hey, down 5 pounds since I was here on Thursday.
That's not bad.
Crash diet.
Crash diet.
No food.
I haven't even looked. I was up 9.
That boy.
I said, "Oh fuck."
We're gonna call that gains.
Never.
All aboard the gain train. Next stop.
But
I
Phil
don't
needs to
fucking know.
eat.
Phil
Actually,
ate.
I ate at 4 o'clock. Well, I was eating at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that counts.
I ate. I went and ate and
I
got back
ate.
here. I got here at 4:30. And you got
He
here around
ate
5.
his biscuit. Et is not a word.
Eh.
Who was that? Fucking Bill Engvall, I think.
Probably.
Talk about playing Scrabble. She said, "Et is not a word." Yes, he is. He ate his biscuit.
Uh,
All right, so Patreon.
Patreon.
Rob Picton's a fucking
Jackwagon.
enormous pile of fucking horse shit and used dildos.
Yeah, but I understand it though.
Used dildos used exclusively by people who are HIV positive without protection.
But I get. I mean, it's. I think all pig farmers and butchers should be looked at as serial killers.
Probably something weird going on
All sheriffs should have keep a close eye out on all those motherfuckers.
there. On all pig farmers.
Yes, I think so. I think the world will be a much safer place.
I mean, they are one of the only livestock that will eat a human body.
Yes.
Probably the only one. I don't think a goat would go after that. Goats will eat a can. I don't think. Well, they're.
Don't goats eat everything.
Yeah, but I've
know if
never
they're
heard
body,
of them being carnivorous in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know. But it's not surprising that he had the means, was fucked up,
Mm-hmm.
abusive.
He had the money to draw in these ladies of the evening,
I saw. I mean, it's
or more
perfect
commonly
recipe.
known as hooers.
perfect recipe for serial murder.
Yeah, fucked up childhood, kind of dumb, lots of money, pig farm.
See, if
Canada.
my IQ is about 10 points lower, I'd probably be a serial killer. Oh, I do have to. I will talk about this. I have a confession to make. I do. I went on a killing spree Friday.
Of
Fucking cicadas.
Mm.
I was the Hitler of
Yeah.
fucking cicadas. I had a mass genocide.
hit later.
I was just
Sick Hitler.
those fuckers started swarming at work. I just started fucking stepping left and right.
Cicada Heil.
I look like that Dance Dance Revolution. I was just going to fucking town.
Just great job. You're on a roll.
Yes,
New
so-
record. Oh,
If there's any
God.
cicada lovers out there listening still, I don't give a fuck. You
Yeah, there's no such thing at this point.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
now that they're starting to die off, fucking finally. Jesus Christ.
It's just freaking horrible. They're kamikazes.
They're just flying cunts with big red eyes. They're
Well,
all
I've gotten
creepy as shit.
When I went to Walmart this morning,
Yeah.
got in the car.
There's one pushing a cart around.
No, there was. I was looking in the rearview mirror, and I felt something on my back.
Walmart, the only place where you see a cicada pushing a cart, and you go,
bad there,
"Hey,
too.
Deborah."
They're bad there too.
Yeah, because they come in attached to the fucking Swamp Thing people that go in there.
But I was sitting there, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was one right there looking right at me on my neck, like right here.
Yeah.
I was like,
I got in my car after work the other day, and there's one on my shoulder. Oh, we're dropping off again. Guess they don't want to see the fucking Patreon. I guess I should open it up on mine. That gives us a view.
I don't play with them at work. I play with them at work all the time. She tells them go get laid. Well, that's what they're.
Well, it's a little late now. They're already done with that shit. That's why they're dying now.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a life. Stay underground for 6 years, come out, fuck, and then die.
But let's face it, we all die a little every time we get laid. At least I do anyway. That's why I'm living forever now.
I am mortal.
Remember Thursday's episode? I was telling you, might as well have a little online shit now too, since it's Patreon. The girl that I dated, I went out with 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't remember me back in January. Then contacted me again in again didn't remember she'd contacted me in January. She blocked me apparently. I got back on today. I was looking. I was like, well, where the fuck did you go?
I mean, I guess that's just like the fucking pinnacle of embarrassment.
That I didn't, or that I called her out on it. And I didn't really call her out on this. I did in January. I called her out on it, but 8 years ago, I get it. I'm just a freak. I can remember shit. I have a great memory on most things. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but I can remember what I did fucking 15 years ago.
I'll never forget a face. That's why I cut him off and keep him in my fucking basement.
That's not fucking creepy. Are you a pig farmer?
Not anymore.
Shit.
I sold all of my hectares.
Hectares.
I'm Googling that now.
Google
to
that
see how
while
much
we're
a hectare
fucking,
is.
While we're doing nothing. Oh, I have to get with Maggie, the one Maggie about the interview from today.
Yeah, 1 hectare is 10,000 square meters.
That does not.
Let's see what that is in
Gonzo's
acres.
back. Breeze
1
here.
hectare is 2.471 acres. That's a fucking decent piece of land.
That is.
Shit.
That is.
That costs about $400,000 around this neck of the woods.
Yes.
Plug. Gonzo's back. Gonzo, welcome.
Yeah, so I can remember what I did 8 years ago, but I can't remember what I did. You asked me what I did when we went outside, what we talked about 5 minutes ago.
Dude, right?
I don't know.
Right? Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so
like I have those moments where I'm like, I'll like wake up in the morning after we drink or something.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, fuck.
Let's
and
see.
then I realize I'm like, no, I wouldn't have remembered a lot of these small details fucking anyway.
Oh, I have a message.
Upon
Facebook dating.
Oh.
Let's see. What's she have to say?
Inquiring minds want to know. We're waiting in just absolute anticipation.
I just asked how are we. This is somebody else. I asked how was your weekend, and she just told me nothing spectacular.
So the same answer every fucking adult has.
Right. Well, I haven't sent her a message in like 3 days. I don't respond that much.
Isn't that normal for online dating?
I don't know. Some of these bitches are crazy. Some of these hookers are crazy.
Any of them pig farmers?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
That'd be interesting. My new girlfriend's a pig farmer.
Huh. Might end up in a grinder. Oh, not that kind of grind. A meat grinder.
Okay.
You know, maybe I should download that app.
Let me know how that goes.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, shit. Now I'm getting a little warm.
Really? I mean, I am getting a more direct beam.
No, I can feel it.
Wind.
I can feel it. I'm getting it. Oh, shit, I got to pop. I knew I got to pop. Yes, but online dating sucks balls.
Dating in general, for the most part, just kind of sucks.
Well,
It's like dating's cool once you're past the little phase. When you don't feel like when you start farting in front of them and like.
oh, see, that's
And like
I'm
not
gonna
trying
go a
to
little
cover up
inside
the
baseball
poop
here.
smell.
I don't do that.
What?
I don't give a fuck if I'm married to you. I don't want to hear your fart.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I will go somewhere else. Say I'm respectful like
Fuck
that.
that. I don't give a fuck. I'll poop with the door open.
I mean, if you want, while you're pissing, I'll piss between your legs and we'll use the toilet. I don't give a fuck. I have that good of aim.
See, that's weirder to me than
fuck
farting and pooping in front of each other. I'll gladly just leave the door to the bathroom open and have a full conversation with you while I poop.
No, bathroom. If I'm in the bathroom, even if pissing, but mainly shitting, the door's shut. Except now when I'm home alone. Even though I'm a little chupacabra, that little motherfucker, she wants to come in with me. I said, get the fuck out. She goes,
See, that doesn't bother me. Cole and Melanie's dog do that to me.
She goes, you watch me when I shit. No, but that's my one place, especially before, the one place I had peace and quiet.
I guess.
No.
See, I got plenty of that. I don't have kids or none of that shit.
Yes.
None of that stupid responsibility shit.
Yes.
Just work.
Oh, Travis
Favorite place to poop.
Travis met my daughter the other night.
Yeah. This is true. It was a... I don't know what to call it.
She's never peeing at my house. I didn't say I would pee between your legs.
Right?
Relax.
Very presumptuous. But yeah, I did. I met Phil's daughter.
Yes. And I told her the story.
Yeah. Which I'm assuming you or she thought I would be embarrassed by.
She thought you were embarrassed.
Oh, no.
She thought you were. Because when we got in the car, just so you, I'm sure, I don't know if they know.
It's a funny fucking
You did
story.
tell the story. We did tell the story on a Thursday night.
I don't know if Gonzo was there for it, though.
But
Gonzo will
basically-
enjoy it. That story's fucking funny, dude.
The picture of my daughter popped up on my phone one night at the bar.
It's his background.
It's my background.
Or whatever
Which
the
you guys
fuck they
can't
call
see.
it.
Oh, you can kind of see it, almost. And because I got a text or something, and Travis said, wow, who's that? She's hot. And I said, it's my daughter. And then his reply was, oh, she's a very attractive young lady. More respectful. Thank you. So I told my daughter that.
Oh, shit.
And then we ran into Travis, and I said, and actually I just told her that.
Yeah.
That night, about
Excellent.
10 minutes. I said, this is the one who said you were hot.
Hi.
Well, the funny thing, what worried me is when I told her that, because actually I told her after I saw you.
Yeah.
And when I came over and talked to you, and I went back.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, she goes, well, how old is he? I said, 31. Don't even fucking think about it. Too old for you.
That makes it so much funnier.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Travis
man.
doesn't want me as a father-in-law. It'll make the fucking Thursday night show really good.
Oh my god. It wouldn't be awkward at all.
Oh, fuck it.
What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, I know what you did this weekend, motherfucker.
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Made jello molds.
There's no new updates on that.
On what?
On the religious people that don't like us.
Well, that's a shame because that was fucking funny.
Oh, that was.
I would love to hear from them. That'd be so funny. They'd jump in the comments. I'd be like, I'm not even going to fucking say anything. They'll handle you.
Oh, yeah. You do not want to get religious in our comment section.
On either show, apparently.
That's all right. Yeah, so.
I wonder if that's what you saw.
What?
If I turn my chair, the light hits your
No,
face and doesn't.
That might have been it, but it almost looked like just a piece of fuzz or something.
Now that I can actually fucking turn my chair and recline.
We can just sway to the motion. No, but it's I told you, I'll tell them. Thought I got hacked. Somebody tried to hack me again today.
Yeah.
I got an email and the name on the email was a name of the girl I've been talking to.
Of course it was.
Freaky, and we were talking the night before, and I won't get into why we were talking about emails, because we might have to start communicating through emails for a while. It's a long fucking story. And
it's not even like one of those fun long stories.
Right, and enough to make, just crawl back up inside and say, fuck it, I'm never getting hard again. Oh, it's it's a clusterfuck. Anyway, so I get an email and it says her name. So and being that I've been fucked in the anus like past couple of weeks with that, that would have been more enjoyable than what I went through with the hacking and all that shit. I sent back an email. I've had some issues with emails here lately. I need you to prove to me who you are.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what it came back with.
Was it poorly grammatical?
Hey,
baby,
actually,
if you want
actually
hot
wasn't
sex,
that bad. That's always the. Oh, please don't tell me I
like
deleted
that
it.
fucking dude
I fucking deleted
that
it.
quote unquote dude that commented on one of our videos.
Oh yeah, I fucking deleted it. Maybe I can pull it up and maybe it's still in trash. Trash.
I'm trash.
No, I don't understand Gmail's trash. Anyway, but I sent back, or I sent, you got to prove to me who you are before I even continue this conversation. And she put I found your profile on a dating site. My boyfriend's out of town. I want to talk. I think we could get together. I was like, I sent back, nice try.
I'd have been like, even if that is true, still no.
I said, nice try.
That is not a headache
Best
I
of
fucking
luck to you.
need.
And I said, nice try, best of luck. Sent. She sent me back another message, or he, whatever, whatever.
But I love you.
And I just said, delete.
Good old interwebs. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
Oh, what are we at?
2 hours and 20.
2 hours and 2 minutes?
2 hours and 2 minutes.
So we got, what, like 15 minutes of Patreon?
15, 20 minutes, fuck it. But this is basically what Patreon is. Actually, it's actually normally a little bit more organized, but
Arguably.
It
still has its tangents.
It has its tangents. But I do want to make more clips, like I was talking about before, with,
Oh, yeah, people love clips. As a YouTube watcher, I fucking love clips.
Well, and I've actually thought about making the Patreon episode, like when we record a legitimate, like we normally do. Patreon, actually putting half of it up, or a 10-minute clip of it up on the podcast feed.
You know what we should do, even though it would take millions of hours of editing? Once a week, we'd make a clip video that is just exclusively clips of every time either of us says fuck. Just fucking fuck it.
That can be done.
It would be 20 minutes long. After a week, after 2 episodes of an episode of each podcast, I bet you we could get 15 or 20 minutes of fuck.
That reminds me, Gonzo. We were serious. Come up with some lyrics for us.
Maybe a little bit slowed down.
What do you mean slowed down?
He's a chopper.
I don't give a fuck. That's even better. I can't understand it anyway. I'm half deaf.
It'll fit in well. Like, I don't understand anything that's happening from the beginning of this podcast to the end of it. Perfect.
I just roll with it. Fuck it. No, but that's the clips. Because the Thursday show would be much easier to do, like 5-10 minute clips.
Oh yeah.
We talk about a vast array of shit.
Yeah, we do.
To where this one, like tonight's, would be, you can't really clip it up.
No, not really.
You can't clip it up at all. But it is what it is.
I mean, that's the thing with this show, is like, if we wanted to clip, like, what would we clip for real? You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Well, I mean, like,
dick and balls.
It's so, like, this one's so much more subjective than the other one, or subject oriented, I guess would be the better word. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be a pain in the dick to try to put together a clip from this.
Yeah.
Because anybody that's watching clips of podcasts, like, they usually just want, like, funny. You know what I mean? That's all the clips I watch from podcasts.
Right. I try to educate myself.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Oh no, Tiger Belly has good clips. Bad Friends has really good clips.
That's him and Santino, right?
Yeah. Your Mom's House has some pretty good ones. Which I love Your Mom's House.
See,
they're just so, it's like Rogan. They're fucking long now. And that's coming from somebody who, like, we regularly do like 2-hour fucking podcasts now. Like, well, I mean, it's different to sit and do one and talk for a couple hours than it is to listen. And plus, then I got to walk over and fucking skip 2 minutes worth of ads, which more power to you. I want ads on our show, but like, you take a 3-hour podcast, do 3 minutes of ad time every fucking, 30 minutes. That's a lot of 30-second skipping.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not big on Christina P. I used to watch Your Mom's House. Love Segura. Love Tom. I could listen to him take a shit.
Mm-hmm.
It'd still be funny as fuck. But there's just something about her that annoys the fuck out of me.
I love her.
Her
stand-up's not really my bag, but like I like her on podcasts and shit.
I don't know.
She was just going off on this tangent about they got rid of their fart mics. They had fart mics in their studio for themselves and the guests, and they got rid of them. And she was like, she went on this whole rant about how she wants them back. She was like, the people want them back. Everybody wants the fart mics, and the producers and the guys and the shit in the booth were like, Tom just like pointed at them, smiling. They're like, no, they don't. Nobody wants. Everybody feels weird when you start talking about farting and farting live on the air.
Odd. I just something. I don't think she's that funny. No offense.
I don't know. It's one of those things. I mean, and it's just like everybody. Like I can have my favorite podcasters on a show, and like and not like that particular episode. You know what I mean?
It makes the show unbearable.
Oh, speaking of other podcasts that are huge and making a lot of money, is Callan back?
I don't know.
He's on there a lot. I don't know if
I hope
and
he
I don't
should be.
see Malik B anymore. I see Chappelle still, which I'm cool with. I love Chappelle's like where he fits into that whole whatever the fuck you want to call that group. Chappelle fits in there really fun. Chappelle Lacey, I like Chappelle Lacey though. He's funny.
See, three's the crowd. If Callan would come back, which, honestly, let's be honest, this is probably a Thursday episode topic.
Well, it's fucking Patreon.
But it's Patreon. But
we do what we want.
He got the raw end of that deal.
Not really. He kept getting paid.
But, they tried to cancel him.
Yeah.
They basically, let's be honest, they did.
Yeah.
He just
for a short period of time.
He just didn't take it laying down like fucking.
Yeah, he continued with Patreon and shit like that. He started, what is it? I think he started something with Steve Byrne, I think.
And Sam Tripoli.
Did he?
Conspiracy Happy Hour or something like that. But it was strictly on Patreon. And I guess.
Because he did. I think he did the same thing with Steve Byrne too.
Tripoli just did that, so give him something.
Right.
From the way I understand it.
Well, from what I've heard, like I believe that Callan kept getting paid by Fighter and the Kid.
Yes, he was still technically part owner, and he still got his money.
Yeah, which
he just wasn't on air.
Which was agreed upon by all parties.
Right.
Even I think I would imagine he might have even been the one that brought the whole idea up, just to not further.
Right.
But
I respect
let that
the way
shit spread into anybody else's career.
I respect the way he went about it, though. He did not let them. He took Joey. Well, not, like Joey Diaz, they tried to cancel his ass too.
Did they?
Oh yeah, just for it.
I didn't even hear about that.
Well, just stupid shit about.
That one makes more sense.
Blowjobs.
I love Joey Diaz, but that makes more sense just because of his style and who he is.
Blowjobs type shit and.
Oh yeah, because I was like, dude, how the fuck have they not gone after Joey yet?
And they tried. He said, fuck you. You're not canceling me.
Yeah.
And basically, but to where you take D'Elia.
Well, D'Elia's like massive in popularity compared to those two. Like, they're both huge, but D'Elia's on a whole nother level.
At the time, yes, but he passed Callan up. Him and Callan were right there.
He passed Callan a long time ago.
I wouldn't say a long time ago.
I would.
No.
As soon as he put out that first Netflix special and then got on like Workaholics and shit like that.
But it's all about letting them do it to you.
Oh yeah.
If he would have just stood up, he released the actual 4 emails, which that's a little creepy that you still have the emails. But I understand you got to keep that kind of shit around.
You're a celebrity. If
You
I was,
gotta
if
keep
I
everything.
like, if this shit takes off, anything that might be shady in my life, I'm keeping a paper trail on it if it keeps me clean.
But he just disappeared.
Which also not a
get
bad
it.
way to handle it.
But see, I think you
Because he came back and everything just kind of
I
within a short period of time snapped back
personally-
to normal for him.
that shows signs of guilt to me.
I think it depends.
It's where
Because we're not in the room because he has a legal team. Like we don't know who he was getting advice from or blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
But what I will say is, Fighter and Kid, I did not like the way they handled it.
What do you mean?
When the whole D'Elia thing went down, they had the one little part where they both basically cried when it first broke out,
Mhm.
and then they distanced themselves hard after about a week or two.
Oh yeah.
They fucking went for almost, and I listened to the clips, almost like they didn't even know, they weren't that good of friends. Bullshit. They were fucking tight.
Well, within reason too.
They
Because
were,
like you got to imagine like when you're on that level of fame and you got that much shit going on in your life. I'm sure that friendships and acquaintances and shit like that are a totally different world in comparison to us.
here's to say, when you start emailing young girls and you get caught,
Right.
I will not distance myself from you. I won't cry
I don't
either.
see that being a problem.
I'll laugh.
As far as I know. And when I say this, I'm not out here just messaging and emailing fucking women left and right. The only time you'll see an underage person on my cellular device, because that's pretty much the only technology I have other than my PlayStation, it would be some type of question or query or problem from an employee from where I am employed.
That is true. That is true.
That's about the only time.
Oh, you're
And fuck, at this point, I think we only have one kid working there that's under some type of legal age. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
and I've never talked to her outside of work,
Have you, ever,
unless she was working and I
have you
was there
talked to
having
her
a drink.
inside of work?
Well, yeah, we work together
I didn't think
directly.
she talked. I thought she was a mute.
No, she's not that bad. She's a good kid. But yeah, other than that, I don't even think we have anybody under the
I don't
age
think
of
I've-
18
I've
anymore.
never heard her talk. I don't think.
I mean, I kind of have to. We work together. Like I said, directly.
Because we're talking about the one, remember, that came in and didn't know where I was. You had to show up. He's
Yeah.
sitting right here. That one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's like, get your shit together.
Yeah. She has not said. I don't think I've ever heard her talk.
Learn your clientele. Which is also true, I feel.
Oh,
I
yeah.
say all the time. Like, people, like, it's like, hey, if there's not asses in seats, there's not dollar bills on paychecks.
I get it. I'm with you.
But I'm an old man in comparison to a lot of the people within my employment realm.
Age is just a number
Yeah, I'll still run circles around those little fuckers.
because they're candy asses. Candy asses.
Pussy!
Uh.
Oh, man.
So
Anybody sound off in the comments. What are we going to talk about?
I
I didn't really have much time to fuck around with anything outside of Robert Picton. I literally sat there and watched
Gonzo, what are
almost-
you talking about? Oh, you like it. What do we like?
I think he's talking about the videos he sent me.
Oh,
Or
geez.
the clips.
Were they good?
Yeah, I played one. I think played one when we were sitting out here Thursday after we did it.
Yeah, I think you did play one.
But yeah, I was taking notes for a fucking minute today. Like I said, I pretty much all of Silence of the Lambs, and then I remember I was still taking notes on old fuckface Picton when I heard some music come on the TV, and I was like, "That's fucking Saving Private Ryan," because Thanksgiving's a thing, and I've seen Saving Private Ryan 13,000 times. Probably seen it more than I've seen the fucking Christmas Story, because fuck a Christmas Story. I'm so over that goddamn movie.
We can't be friends now.
I mean, like, it's okay.
I
I'm
can
not
only
like.
watch it during- I think it's saved on my DVR.
Well, okay, but that's what I'm saying. You don't have to show that shit 24 hours. The movie's not that fucking good.
But it's a classic. One time a year,
But for 24 hours straight?
Was she talking to you or me? I don't know. I didn't pass out early last night.
Oh, no, our early is fucking very subjective in comparison to other people's.
I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm in bed by 1, it's a decently early night.
Yeah. I did not go to bed till 1 o'clock. Woke up at 7.
But
with the electricity out, the motherfucking Hamilton. Fucking pissing me off.
Those fucking, what do they call them? Social engineers. Good job, guys.
Oh, fucking! And it was weird. Like I said, other side of the street had power. Behind me had power. It was almost like just my side of the street.
Like fucking Saul from Pineapple Express.
Never seen it.
He said I'm gonna go to college after my puppy dies, become a civil engineer, build bathrooms on playgrounds, little kids can take shits. What the fuck are you gonna do? She's gonna be processing and serving people your whole life. That shit was so funny. He said, "You're a process servant?" And he said, "I'm a process server." "You're a servant? Like you shine shoes?" He said, "No, man, like people have court paperwork filed against them and I deliver it to him." He's like, "Well, that's cool, man. You get to wear like costumes." And I fucking love that movie. I almost watched that last night, but what did I watch last night? I tried to sit through an episode of Ghost Adventures. That didn't fucking last. I literally, it's just, dude, I get 5 minutes into that shit and it's just like, we're here on location trying to investigate the evidence behind your... And then they get so douchey what fucking prison was it? It was like Missouri State Prison or some shit like that. And he's sitting there at the...
They ain't fucking around. They're playing the music loud.
I was gonna say, were they fucking walking down the street? But he was like, dude, he goes to the fucking death chamber and he's got the door and he's like, just think, 40 people lost their lives in this room. Aaron, go in there. He literally did that.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, oh, I can't fucking.
Researcher says she can't watch them either.
Certain ones, like if I've never seen it, especially, maybe, depending on the location. But it's almost got to be like a prison or something like that where you just assume something fucked up's going on, no matter how fake they are.
I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a full episode.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. I couldn't. I don't think I've actually sat and finished a fucking episode of Ghost Adventures in probably at least 2 years. Because it's fun. I like doing it with like a friend or something and just sitting there and talking shit about it. Then I can sit and watch a marathon of Ghost Adventures. But I can do that with pretty much anything. As long as it's something that I can and will talk shit about, it's fun to do in groups. Just like butt stuff.
Exactly. Nobody likes butt stuff.
It's overrated. Sleepy boy.
I know, I'm getting a little tired myself.
It's been one of those fucking days.
I've been busy. I was busy today, man. Worked on...
Well, and then there was like fucking 35 minutes of just mad dash shit.
Trying to get shit together, yeah.
Right before we went live.
Oh, yeah, because I freaking worked on research. I fucking worked on the other podcast for fucking all day.
Yeah.
Did some yard work. Spent time at the wonderful palace known as Walmart.
I still can't... I still don't understand why the fuck I woke up so goddamn early for no reason today.
I know because it got hot. I know why I woke up. It got hot in here because the fucking power was off. The AC wasn't working. I was like,
see, it was weird, man. Like, it was like when the sun was out and shit, I woke up and felt cooler when I woke up than I did when I went to bed.
It was a little stuffy. And
oh, no, it's fucking
Chalupa
fantastic.
Cabo was right up my ass.
Sounds about right.
Literally, almost.
I can't stand it. I hate that about animals. Like,
get
the fuck away from me.
If I would have farted, it would have blown her off the bed.
You're going to have to do that next time. I'm going to need video evidence. We're going to put it on both YouTube channels.
Sweet.
Spirit throws dog.
I did kick her off the bed the other day on accident.
The spirit of Little Caesars assaulted this dog.
I rolled over and kicked my leg, and next thing I heard thump. Boot.
All you heard was the thump. You didn't hear her little.
She didn't make a noise.
Really?
She did not.
I've literally seen that dog. I don't know if you want to call it a growl or a grunt, but I've
more of a
heard that dog.
whine.
I've heard that dog do that.
It's almost like a cicada.
For absolutely no reason.
It's almost like a cicada when you grab one of them.
Yeah, I've been here and seen her standing entirely by herself and just out of nowhere for no fucking reason.
Well,
with nobody within like 5 feet of her.
Her and Big Willie Pinkton.
Bless her heart.
Have something in common.
Fair enough. Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So Thursday.
I'm bringing an energy drink next time we do a Patreon.
I know, because I petered quick.
Well, I don't think it helped that, like I said, we went on that fucking mad dash of getting shit done in fucking, like...
In a, 45-minute stretch.
Yeah, like, I sweated out, like, a day and a half's worth of fucking calories in, like, 30 minutes when I got here.
It was a quick one.
Oh, I sweated through my shirt in a very short period of time. Because it was like, carry stuff in, start opening boxes and fucking assembling things.
Because, actually, I was serious. I was a little cold when we first started.
Just because I can now.
Mine doesn't work. That doesn't work on mine anymore.
Low ride.
Hey, Josie.
We should do this. We should do a whole episode where we just put the laptop in front of me, but you can't see me the whole time.
Or just see your
I'm just over here. The plane, boss. The plane.
This much of you.
Yeah, just my eyes. And the murderer was captured 3 days later.
Yeah. Because we're freaking tired. It's not easy going 2 hours and 22 minutes of fine podcast, live stream entertainment.
Well, it doesn't help that I'm like my 2 days off that I get a week are also split.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like I work 2 days, have a day off, which works out well for the Thursday show. But then I work the majority of my schedule, and then I'm off for 1 day, which, I mean, I'm getting 2 days off, so can't complain too much.
Nope. It's all right. What can you do?
Oh, no, I'm just fucking zapped.
I guess we could just go ahead and end this one.
Yeah, this is kind of a fucking shitty Patreon.
Well, hey, we're not going to give them the goods on a free one.
That's true. It is free.
This is free. This is open to everybody. Trust me, when we do a paid on the
they do
what
get, yeah.
actually goes on to the
when not everybody can see it.
Patreon, yes. Because actually those aren't live. Those are just you and me recording.
Yeah, so it's, hey, if you want to hear some offensive shit, potentially. Because we're never offensive about anything.
It depends on who's
listening. But if you want to have a higher chance of some offensive shit, check out the actual Patreon where not everybody can see it. No, because I will say, like, I have been sitting here the whole time just, like, not saying some shit just because this is...
Well, yes, because we're still technically live.
Yeah.
We are live. We're not technically live. But Patreon, $2, $5. We're going to come up with the $10.
What's $10 get you? You can't do a T-shirt at that level.
Oh no, picture of your ass. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like a 10, like not trying to be a fucking a money hungry prick. I'm just saying, if nobody knows how merchandising works. A $10 Patreon does not cover a T-shirt.
It doesn't have to be even merchandise. It can be we can do Facebook group or a.
Well, we could do that anyway.
Yeah, or
just start like a private
group.
Yeah.
Or we could do a.
We'll just have to find a good password. Because I don't need none of you fucking whiny little wannabe fans in there like, this meme offends me. Well, you're in the wrong place, Buttercup. Go hang out with the religious people and finger pop each other's assholes.
But 20, maybe a T-shirt, but maybe
the uppity religious people, let me say. Religion, I'm fine with religion. There's a difference between being like, yeah, I'm Christian, and be like, yeah, I'm Christian, and you're not. Let me talk to you about everything and tell you how your life is wrong and mine is right, and you need Jesus to be a good person. And to be a better person, you have to put at least $50 in the donation bin every week, because that's how it works. Money given to people who don't pay taxes because they have a religious fucking sect behind them is how you get into heaven.
No, Bree, we did not get Little Caesars. We've been here the whole time.
That was Gonzo.
Oh, was that Gonzo? Shit. Oh, Bree.
There's only 2 fucking people commenting at this point.
Bree's ahead of him. Gonzo, no, we didn't get Little Caesars.
Now I can really fucking play around with my microphone and shit. This chair is going to be great for my fucking ADD. I'm just going to be...
No, but I figure like maybe $10 we could do. You get a 10-minute spot on.
Yeah, because $2 you get a sticker, right?
Yeah, which I still have to get Bree's sticker.
Or is that $5?
No, $5 is a sticker. Breeze is coming. Bree, your sticker is coming. Trust me.
Sticker. Yo, that thumbnail for "Are We Canceled" Yet to be a fucking cool sticker.
That is true.
Which I keep getting fucking ads for on Instagram about companies that do stickers. We might actually be able to get those cheaper in bulk with different options, like clear ones and reflective ones, all kinds of shit. I don't know the limitations of it, though.
Well, see, the reason I haven't got it yet...
You should make an OnlyFans.
Not a bad idea.
I don't know what we'd do with it, but I'd fucking do it. But the problem with that is you can't link OnlyFans on Instagram.
You can't link shit on Instagram.
I mean, I link the fucking YouTube channel.
But I don't think it does a link, though. I just think it...
No, if you're going to do a link, you have to have... That's got to be in your bio.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do it, but it would be too long.
If you just put it in the post, it just has... It doesn't link to anything.
No, you have to copy and paste it.
Yeah.
And on the bio, I looked into it. Our bio would be too long. We'd have to delete some of the bio to put the YouTube link on there. Fucking bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. It's fucking stupid. I read all into it. I think that's fucking... That's a word that I am not going to say because this is a public Patreon, but I would totally say on a regular Patreon. So check out the regular Patreon if you want to hear the real uncut version.
But like $10, we could do you get like a 10-minute segment on a episode to talk about whatever you want, or you get a pick a topic for us to rant on.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Because not to be a lazy prick, but that's a really easy way to get a subject for an episode.
Right.
Is just have somebody fucking suggest one.
$10, you get a one-time pick an actual topic for a whole episode.
Who could hold their breath the longest between us? Neither. We both smoke like a pack a day, and we're out of shape. I'd give myself 7 seconds before I get
I'm in good shape of a fucking pear. Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't know what the fuck shape I would be. Maybe like a jackfruit. There you go. You're welcome, everybody. Google jackfruit.
Actually, Bree, that is somewhat correct. I want to redo the stickers.
That GITN logo I drew once, I still just in my
mind
do not fucking have an idea of what I want to do with that one tiny piece of that drawing.
I'm kind of waiting for Travis.
Because that'd be a cool sticker.
A little bit.
The drippy one?
Yes.
That'd be a cool sticker. Especially like maybe throw different colors in there.
But I'm just going to go ahead and order one of the old ones and get that to you. And plus I want to order some other shit so I don't have to pay $95,000 for shipping for one sticker.
Right.
But it's coming.
Does yours get to say researcher? Well, considering that we don't have a researcher sticker, period. Not really. And we would then probably, I would assume, to have one sticker made that says researcher on it, we would then have to pay probably 3 times what the sticker sells for on the merchandise page to get the single sticker.
Well, if we bump it up,
okay, how about this? I'll just take a Sharpie and I'll write researcher on it when it comes in.
I guess theoretically she wants to bump up when we go up to the T-shirt. She wants a T-shirt. I can do that. Put like researcher on the back.
That's how we do it. We just make it an autograph situation. For the T-shirt, we just buy a fucking shitload of packs of white T-shirts. We sign the back of them, and we write GITN on the front.
This will be worth.
That's I mean, like, if we were actually known and like had a big following, I think that would actually be really cool.
Hey, we have a big following.
I don't know. I follow more people on a regular basis than follow us. What? Where do you think I get all my ideas? I put myself in the murderer's shoes.
You're a pig farmer.
Bum, bum, bum. A name plaque? A name plaque would be even fucking more expensive. Jesus Christ. What do you think, we're just made of money? I was sitting there walking through Target today like, okay, so this is this much, this is that much, this is how much I'm going to spend, this is how much I have in my bank account, I've got a couple bucks in my wallet, we're good.
Do that math.
And I did not spend that much money at Target.
I
did not, I guess, really.
Yeah, because when I went to Walmart, I just got some bread, a fan. What else did I get? It was like $41 that and the pop and
Yeah.
like $40 fucking dollars. I said you need to re-ring that shit. You double something.
Oh, what was that? I saw the fucking. It was like a meme or a post or something like that where somebody was like, went to Walmart today, bought, what was it? It was like bought bubble bath and a toaster. I probably should have bought some bread or something because they looked at me really weird when I cashed out.
Yeah.
That's a suicide joke.
Which pissed me off.
What?
I get it now.
You didn't get it when I get it. It was like,
because I'm sitting there going, fan, bread. Wow, that was kind of me. Then I was like, oh, no, that's right. Oh, fuck. Well, plus I'm tired.
I'll tell you what, you can have a name plaque, but you have to get it yourself. I don't know where we're going to put it. Because we got, what? Hanging logo for both shows between here.
Yes.
And then, what? Maybe something here, something there, and something on top of the logo. Which I was actually looking at. You can get custom made, like, LED and neon signs on Etsy. And they'll, like, spell the shit out in cursive. And you can just hang it on your wall. That's what I was thinking.
Do a GIT media.
GIT and media, and
right
then just
there.
have, like, a little
Or
hanger or something like that for the other shows.
Or getting it in studios.
I don't know. I'd say GIT and media just to make it cheaper.
In the center.
Less lettering. You know what I mean? But you can, like, pick between different fonts and different colors and shit. Because I was looking at them, I was like, that's kind of fucking sick. Just get a big cursive GIT and media. And then just have, like, a hanging area underneath this where we can just fucking change out, like, a plaque or, like, a banner almost for the two different shows. You guys to just let you come there and do research behind the scenes. Well, that's a different story. On the spot research isn't research. That's just, then you would be a producer, right? Like a young Jamie or a Chin or a Nick from this past weekend, which then you would be responsible for running the analytics of the live stream, handling the sound levels on the mixer, all of that shit. So you'd be taking on a lot more than you think. And then
actually, I like that idea.
The
neon.
Yeah, I'll have to look because there's a lot of people that do it on Etsy, and like certain ones offer different sizes and like different setups. So like I'm pretty sure we could do like, because in my mind I was seeing like maybe a pink, just because it'll show up really well no matter what we backdrop with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like GITN and cursive, and that like on a bias a little bit like this, and then have media maybe in just like a more normal font in a straight line coming out like the bottom of it. And then like I said, we could just do like we could even just fucking put hangers right here and just hang the logos for the different shows or the names of the different shows.
Or we could just put a shelf there with knickknacks or something on it. A skull, a dildo.
Well, I was talking like for the two different podcasts.
Oh, fuck it, who cares?
I do.
Nobody's watching.
Because then we differentiate.
Anyway.
You know what I mean? And maybe just have like
staring contests go. That'd be riveting television.
I am Asian. My eyes are used to less oxygen. I fucking win.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I say we're going to go about 10 more minutes. Then we're going to call this shit.
That's what she said.
What? You think you're getting fucking 9.5 minutes of foreplay?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we going to do with the other 9 minutes and 45 seconds?
I'm a little upset. It's been a slow day in my online dating world.
It's Sunday. It's
one,
the Lord's Day.
Just one message. Oh, I did. Hold on. I did. Oh, Jesus.
Which really, that would work out well with some of the stuff that I have in my Amazon cart. Because I think I've got a little neon ghost and a little neon bat that I think are both pink. Because I can get those faster and for like $2 cheaper than a blue one. And plus, I was looking at the blue ones, and I was like, we have a fucking blue light.
Gonzo has a point. Your voice doesn't match your Asianness.
My fucking just overall body doesn't fit my Asianness. It's like I said on a little while ago, or whatever fucking episode it was. That was literally I was in people's phone as Bayesian.
Actually,
big ass Asian.
I guess we can talk about now next Sunday's episode.
Sweet. Yeah, I need to message her.
We're going to have an interview, but actually we're recording the interview.
Yeah, like what we're going to do as far as what we've talked about, we're going to do an intro, and we're going to do a opinion outro, I guess. Right. Go on.
Basically, sometime early this week, we are going to record a pre-interview, an interview, and then we are going to replay it. Or not replay it. We're going to play it live on the live stream.
Yes.
And we will be
if anybody wants to check it out to have some fucking
we talked about it
just in case. If you want some prequel to this, you can go on Netflix. Go and search up the show. It's a Netflix original, I believe, called Haunted. Season 1, episode 3.
Is it 3 or 4?
I believe it's 3. I'll double check real quick just so we're not fucking people off.
Right.
Because I'm not a big fan of short Netflix shows for the most part. I feel like they just kind of butt fuck you out of some stuff. But I will look that up real quick.
You're not getting nothing's going out. It's going in.
I'll put that up right quick.
No, but basically what we're going to do, we're recording it sometime this week in the evening, and then we will play it when we go live at 6 o'clock next Sunday. We will come on like normal, do our intro, shoot the shit a little bit, and say, here's our recording. You know, mics will be dead at that point. You'll just be listening to the recording.
There's Haunted for the Latin American viewers.
But you'll just be listening to the recording. We'll still be here, maybe. So I might interact with Travis, or I might interact in the comment section if you guys, continue to comment. And then after it's done, we'll come back, talk about it, maybe recap. And then...
Yes, so unless I'm totally fucking off, it is Season 1, Episode 3 of Netflix's show Haunted. We will be interviewing the young woman who is the subject of that episode of the show.
Right. She
on this show.
An interesting experience. Some interesting experiences.
Well, which is why when she was like, sorry, I don't want to be inconvenient, blah, blah, I was like, you're the one that's on fucking Netflix. We'll pretty much bend around your schedule. Like,
I'm just saying, she's followed the Instagram page for a while. I'm just saying.
Has she?
Yeah, she's been on.
Does she follow us or do we follow her?
Oh,
because if it pops up on our feed, it's people we follow.
No. Well, I follow. See, I used to follow everybody back.
I don't.
I used to.
We're the ones with the podcast. We're more important than the regular people.
That's how.
I'm just kidding.
I never follow anybody first.
Yeah.
I was very rarely. So obviously,
right. Like I think I've gone on and like I followed Brohio.
Most of the time,
maybe a couple other people that have followed us.
Like the Twitter. That's why we have so many fucking Twitter fucking followers.
I still don't have the Twitter. I downloaded Twitter.
That's why we got over 2,400 some odd.
Yeah,
plus.
I need to get the Twitter because clearly I need to be focusing on Twitter as well because Twitter has literally almost 4 times the subscribers.
How many followers I got?
I said Twitterally. Did you
Twitterally,
catch that?
which I got to start doing a better. I've been 2,429 followers on Twitter.
So there's five, six, almost 6 times
Right.
the followers on Twitter
Now,
than we have
if
on
they're
Instagram.
paranormal or if they're another podcast, I follow back.
Yeah.
And like even on Instagram,
Which is like that one, the fucking Prairie Pod or whatever the fuck
Right.
it is. On like whatever that I can't remember the name of the magazine.
And
There's
if
a magazine that handles all of this type of shit,
and
and
if
they're
I'm
like
being
they were like number 4 in their top
Oh, yeah.
25.
and if I'm being honest, if they're attractive, I'll follow them back.
Fair enough.
I'm sexist like that.
I'm not. I
But
grew
I
up with social
haven't-
media. I'm too on board with the thought process of like, nope, you're gonna be the one that wants to be like, hey baby, where are you from? I would for like to make sexy times with you. You want to see private pictures? Go link.
Yes, but I don't follow back anymore. I used to. I like, but like podcast episode or other podcasters, I follow back.
I'm seeing this in my mind, and I like that custom
It's a little
neon sign seems
little bit
so
of a
sick.
rip off of Joe Rogan now, but that's okay.
Does he have one?
He has one now, the new, since he got the new studio.
Fuck him. Not really. Shout out Joe Rogan. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
None of us would be here.
Right. If it wasn't for him and fucking Adam Carolla.
Adam Curry was the first. Got this ball started.
Yeah.
The old big-haired Headbangers Ball VJ from MTV, back when MTV
Actually had music videos.
played something other than pregnant teenagers.
Yeah. You know how many, I found out about so many sick metal bands from that fucking shit back in the day because they still played Headbangers Ball when I was in high school. It was just at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Ricky Rackman took over, I think.
The one that talked like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
back
yeah,
in the day.
I'm thinking, I think Pink would be sick.
Yeah, and plus that pink matches well with the new logo.
Right?
For the
Well,
other-
plus that was my whole my thought process was like, pretty much no matter what we do with everything else, Pink is going to pop.
Right.
Pink, I mean, a pink light pops. Because like from what I saw, it was like, because they have different shades, but it was like pink, yellow, blue, green, red. I don't like red. Red's overused. Blue, we already have a blue backdrop anyway, so I feel like it'd get muddy.
which
You
is
know what I
weird.
mean? So I was thinking like pink or purple.
Turn off that light for a minute. Just experiment. I want to see what it looks like.
Where the fuck?
Okay. We're experimenting here.
I feel like that.
That might not be that bad.
I feel like it makes the image quality better without it.
I don't know. You guys let us
It
know.
even refocused and everything. Let me see. Am I on high quality? Nope. I'm on auto. Higher picture quality. Let's see. Let's see.
I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of liking it.
It's still not going to the.
Bree, I have no idea what a galaxy light is. What's a galaxy light? Do you know what a galaxy light is?
Oh, it's probably one of the things that go up on the roof.
Oh.
See, but the problem with that is like, like when you start bringing, I actually really like that,
I kind of like it too now.
especially thinking with a lit sign.
I think when we go with that, the blue light's gone. The
Yeah,
blue light special is gone.
but my thing is, like when you get, yeah, she's talking about like one of those things that like shoots up onto the roof and like all that shit. But like when you see then, especially because we're not dealing with a really high quality resolution camera, you start throwing in like a lot of different color and a lot of different contrast, and God forbid it moves.
Right.
You're like, your camera's gonna be doing, like, you need to be running like, for real, something like that. I would imagine you would want like an XLR, or not an XLR, a DSLR.
All right. Well, hopefully that'll all work. The DSLR, we will be able to use a DSLR soon.
That'd be, oh god, it's all coming together. I have a chair that
When we get the computer,
I have a chair.
I can't do that. Mine
Really?
Mine doesn't work anymore. Hold
Son
on,
of a
watch it.
bitch.
I'm afraid.
You just
Oh,
fucking-
hey, it did work. There you go.
I was waiting for Jim Carrey in the mask or some fucking Looney Tunes shit. You just, boom.
Well, I didn't want to go bottom out and break my back again. That would.
We will not be back on Thursday. We'll be back live on Thursday from
Actually,
Mercy Health.
I think, but I like this actually better. I think it's a better quality picture.
I do too. Especially, like I said, if we're going to have a lit sign.
Relax, Brianne. We're going over some shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Just especially with this current camera setup, I just feel like I feel like it would try to autofocus too much if we had a bunch of different colors and in depths and shit. Because those things, like, they do, like, it'll be like a galaxy
I think
light, and then it'll have like lasers on top of that. So I feel like this camera it'd be trying to pick up on something behind us, and then it'd focus on one of us, and then you know what I mean.
Would have to say. I think the neon light would be all right though.
Oh, the neon light, I think, because
Right.
it's just gonna stay there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's where it gets weird. It's just like if we put a sign underneath that, and then we put LEDs around it,
And
you
then-
could have the color changing LEDs because they're not directly showing.
And then we can put like 2 shelves over here, and then over on your side, above our heads, basically, for stupid little shit.
I mean, fuck. Well, I was thinking like if we get one the right size, we can even put something on top of it. Because I was thinking like
Because if we put
over
the-
time, I was thinking like have the sign between here if we can get it the right
You
size.
can put the neon sign here, and then
Put floating shelves on each side, and then maybe just have one that runs all the way across the top of the screen with just random shit. This is all over time, obviously.
Right. I say
Because
actually,
I was like, fuck, dude, like we can even get into like Funko Pops and shit.
I think that we ought to seriously look into the.
Dude, I mean, I've already looked at them.
We'll,
There's a shitload of stores
look
on
at-
Etsy that make them.
we'll look at prices
And I think it said most of them ship between like 5 and 7 business days from your order.
Okay,
You just have to specify what you want it to say, pick a color, and pick a font. And a lot of them you can pick a layout. So it'll be like a straight line. It'll be like one on a bias with another one not on a bias. Like,
well, we can make that happen then.
right? Because I'm pretty sure we could get one for probably under $100.
Well, good.
Which blows my mind. Because I don't think it's actual neon.
Well, it's this a lit sign.
It looks like neon, but I don't think it is.
We can make that. We can make that work.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking sick. And like I said, do GITN Media, and then we just get. Ooh, we could do GITN Media, and then you can also get custom cut those. What do they call them? Like holograms or whatever the fuck, where it's like the plastic or plexiglass or whatever, and they etch into it, and it has a light from like the top or the bottom, so it lights up. We could even get a little one of those that just goes on hangers, that we can switch out for both the different shows. That might be a lot going on though, as far as light goes. Not even for the camera, just in general. I definitely want to do the fucking
We're gonna do
neon
the
though.
neon.
That seems super sick.
I see it getting ordered next week.
I'm down. Yeah, phone bill this week.
Well,
My
we
car
got-
insurance
we
comes
got
out
about
next
probably
week.
$60 to play with.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
But between Patreon and there's still 13.
I didn't even think about that. I wish you could do it on Amazon because I've still got that $25 on Amazon. But Amazon, it's all like fucking like farm signs and live, laugh, love type shit. Fuck, there's one guy that does these signs that exclusively does weddings. Like, that's fucking stupid. You're kind of limiting yourself a little bit here, bud. But yeah, I can bring it up. There's a shitload of people that build these things on Etsy.
after I get we get off here, I'll look up. I know there's like it's probably close to 60 we got to work with.
Excellent.
So that's probably at least maybe half.
As like I said, I mean, I shouldn't be worrying too much about bills. Like I said, car insurance is my biggest bill. Usually. And that comes out, that'll be next week. I'll pay that next Friday. Pay my phone bill this week.
All right, we
And
are
other than that, it's just random
we're
Netflix.
pushing 3.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this.
See, but honestly, like, as boring as the Patreon seemed on this one, like I said, it's public. so it's not going to be quite as off the wall
as it normally
and
is.
raunchy.
But
as
you
a
got some
normal
good.
one. But anybody that's going to possibly be on the Patreons or patrons are going to be the ones that would like to know about or have any type of input or feedback on the type of shit we were just talking about anyway.
Right.
Because they're the ones that are going to be looking at it all the time.
And they're the ones basically paying for it.
Also, yes.
See, your money's going to use. We just spent your money.
Yeah, because I spent a couple $100 of my money today.
Don't even get me started.
God, but it's cool. I got a chair. I got another fan. I got a pair of headphones for this upcoming interview.
Gonzo, you need to get off it. Whatever you're smoking, I don't want any of it.
Oh, hell no. I got to work in the morning.
And plus, I got to edit this shit and get it out
It's
tomorrow.
fucking 9 o'clock. Jesus Christ.
I got to edit this thing and get it out tomorrow.
It's fucking me up because it's summer now and, like, the sun's still out. But, yeah, it's fucking 9. Jeez.
I know.
I got to be at work in 12 hours, and it takes me 7 hours to go to sleep.
Right. All right. We are going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for sticking around for the exclusive viewing of the Patreon episode.
And like I said, the actual non-public Patreons will naturally be a little bit more risque, if you will.
And plus, we talk a little bit more about what we talked about in the earlier episode.
Yeah, this was kind of an off-the-cuff situation here because we didn't talk at all about doing this setup with the extra time. But here we are. You can't tell, but I'm not wearing any pants under this desk.
He's not, trust me. I've been looking at his junk all night.
Like an ESPN analyst ever since COVID.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for sticking around. All of you guys, we appreciate each and every one of you. Come back Thursday, 8 o'clock, for the very first, the inaugural, not really, but episode 1.
We canceled yet.
Still on Ghost of the Night YouTube for right now. And I will put a link in the description.
What's up, Moon Unit?
Hey.
You're actually super late because this is technically
the Patreon
a live Patreon just to give people a little bit of a meh into the Patreon. So subscribe to the real Patreon. Give me your money so that we can use it to buy the fucking neon sign for the backdrop.
Yes. But yeah, you're late. We start at 6 on Sundays.
6 on Sundays, 8 on what?
Thursdays. No, I ain't doing Wednesdays. Damn you.
I'm just going to headbutt a fucking knife.
Ooh.
Say all the time, if I'm going to go out, it's going to be something cool like that. Not that suicide is cool. It's not cool. Don't do that. If you need help and you're thinking bad things,
we appreciate you stopping in
and
and checking it out, even at the end. We appreciate it. We know you're busy, buddy.
Aren't we all?
Or I don't know if Moon Unit is a male or female. Of course, is calling a female buddy, is that?
I don't know, dude. Like, I make the argument all the time.
I'm so
like,
confused.
I make the argument all the time. Like as far as I'm concerned, dude is non-gender specific, bro, depending on the situation, man.
How about I'm just gonna start calling everybody fuck nut. Hey, fuck nut.
Or even son. Like, even though son is directly gender related, like I say son pretty regularly. Oh, what's up, son?
I don't know. But we are going to get out of here. Be back on Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Sorry, dude.
Thursday, 8 o'clock for the episode 1 of Are We Canceled Yet?
Yes.
Still on it. Like I said, we got one more live stream on this Ghost in the Night channel. We're moving it to Are We Canceled Yet? And I will put the link to the new YouTube channel in this description. And we'll put it out on social media.
30 more minutes, my ass. Man,
Gonzo.
The crazy thing is to think about, because this was before Gonzo came along, is like, we used to call it. Like, if we went an hour and 5, we were like, oh man, we went over. And now we're out here doing 2, 3, and 4 hour episodes and shit.
I know. If I didn't have to edit this,
we're getting to the point where 145 or 2 hours is average now.
If I didn't, because this episode I like to get out on Monday, like pretty religiously.
Yeah.
That's why we start at 6.
Right.
So it gives me the evening to get it edited and get it out on the podcast feed for Monday.
Naturally.
If I didn't have to do that,
fuck it,
I'd go another hour.
Yeah. And also, it's Sunday, and tomorrow's Monday.
Yes. All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys for listening. I'll go ahead and play the intro or outro. And
Oh fuck, I'm too low. I gotta bring my hand up.
we'll see
My
you.
lowrider chair has fucked me in the ass yet again.
We will
Oh god, like those ones where they break through. You seen those?
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh,
they
right
set
up
up those
the-
like trap bikes and shit
right
for
up
people
the
to
old-
steal bikes, and you just sit on it and the fucking right up your keister.
Ouch. All right. I'm
Like
playing
those-
intro. We're fucking out of here. See you guys on, like I said, be back Thursday, 8 o'clock.
If you're listening from across the pond,
Sorry,
chip chip cheerio,
you have to catch a replay because that's late.
tea and crumpets.
All right, take care.
Yeah, if you're across the pond, go to fucking sleep.
Take care, everybody.
Get your life together.
Hit the outro. Damn, I did it again.